gonna pause this for a second. And hey guys, I can't sleep. I'm not really tired. Got a lot on my mind. So I'm gonna paint while I stream. Listen to some Lorne and Tiffany calls. I probably won't be very talkative. I just kind of want to chill and just kind of hang out. So thank you guys for hanging out. I know it's like late for some people, but you know, let's just chill.
Oh, okay.
There's two shows. Pyramid. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What are you doing? Checking on me?
No. Why?
Oh, okay. Well, because I told you about, that I was over Tony and Wendy, so I figure it's probably checking on me.
No, I'm not. I'm not checking on you.
No. Okay. What are you doing?
Are you still over there?
Yeah, but I'm leaving like probably in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
There's two shows. Pyramid came on after Family Feud, and and we were talking about game shows earlier. How it'd be interesting if they brought back old game shows, and I mentioned the Pyramid, and then all of a sudden the Pyramid came on tonight.
Okay, bye.
Okay, why'd you hang up on me?
Because you were at your friend's house.
Well, why wouldn't you say something before you hung up on me?
I did. I said, okay, bye.
I didn't hear that.
Oh,
I didn't hear anything.
I definitely said it.
I thought you were mad at me, so I was like, yeah, Tony, I gotta go.
Why would you leave your friend's house?
Because you're more important to me than Tony is.
Okay.
So can't think of a better reason.
All right. What did you
What are
guys
you
do?
doing? Well, when I got there, we just talked for a while, and then we played scat, which I don't know if you know scat. There's versus 31 cards.
Right.
And we barbecued. Then we were talking about the shows that were on that used to be on and shit, and they usually watch Family Feud. So we were watching Family Feud, and I messaged him. I said, wouldn't it be cool if I can show Pyramid came back on, and none of us knew that it was actually going to come on, and it wound up coming on.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was cool because I used to watch it with my grandparents.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
And you called when I was on, and I thought you were mad at me. Can't have her mad at me.
How much did tonight cost you?
It didn't cost me anything.
Bullshit. Fucking
No,
bullshit.
it's not cost
They
me.
don't have you over without you bringing everything. So, just tell the truth. How much did it cost you?
It cost me a pack of cigarettes that I bought for myself. That's what it cost me. Seriously, it did not cost me anything other than a pack of cigarettes for me.
So they bought the beer.
I didn't drink.
Lorne, come on. Did you have at least one? Don't fucking lie to me.
No, I brought them a case of water.
You're completely slurring right now. Seriously.
No, I am not slurring.
You are. I'm telling you that you are. If you weren't.
Hello. I did forget to say hi to people. Viral Effects, thank you. Glad to see you. Jesse McRazors, hello. Outdoor Loser, and Rachel D. I won't be like super talkative. I'm just here to kind of like paint, hang out, and listen. So if you guys are down for that, hang.
And I wouldn't have said anything.
Jesus Christ, Debbie.
Are you ready to tell the truth?
I ain't telling the truth. Alright, me and Tony shit 12-pack.
See, I fucking knew.
I don't want you disappointed in me.
fucking
I'm
knew it.
sorry.
Well, I am disappointed in you because you can't tell the
I
truth.
know, but
Like, what the fuck, man? Seriously. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? What was the point in that?
because I don't want you disappointed in me.
I'm disappointed, number one, that you drank and you lied about it, and then you spent the money on it because he didn't go get the beer, you did. You just lie. That's what you do. And then what's going to happen is tomorrow you say, I'm so sorry. I'll never lie to you again. I want to tell you the truth. But you're just a liar.
Don't.
You're just a liar, Lorne. You're just a fucking liar.
Debbie, listen to me. Don't give up. Don't give up on me, okay?
Give up on a liar? You're a liar. What do you need? What do you need to tell the truth?
I need you to not give up on me. I'm getting close to not doing it.
Getting close to not doing what?
To not going to Tony's, not doing the stuff that I used to do.
I already knew that you were there. You know why?
I know, you follow me on fucking Google.
I didn't. I have better things to do, but you know who doesn't? Winnie does.
You had Winnie do it.
I didn't have her do anything. She's the one who told me.
Oops.
I know. She's the sucks that the people are following me.
It sucks that you can't tell the truth. That's what sucks, Lorne. You just can't tell the truth.
I don't want to lie to you.
Then why do you do it?
I don't know.
Because I didn't want you disappointed.
Because you think that I'm not going to know.
Because I didn't want you to know that I was disappointing you.
You think that I'm not going to know that you were drinking.
I didn't do bad.
You didn't do bad. You're drunk right now, and you just drove home.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not drunk.
Lorne, if you took a breathalyzer right now, do you know what it would say?
I know I failed.
You failed. You're a fucking failure. How does that make you feel?
Well, it doesn't make me feel good.
You split an 18 pack. Right? Good job. Good job. You split an 18 pack.
Where'd you get an 18 pack from?
What you told me before.
No, I said 12 pack.
Oh, a 12 pack that you bought, right?
That I bought.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But I was over Tony's for like.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You're slurring right now, which means you were slurring when you left, and you were slurring when you got your drunk ass into your car and you drove your fucking ass home again. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. What is wrong with you?
I can do it. I cannot go over there.
You can't. How much did you bring home with you?
I didn't bring any home with me. I'm making coffee right now.
That's the code for drinking more beer. I already know that.
That is not a code for drinking more beer. That is a code for I'm making coffee right now so I can have coffee to drink. There's no code for I'm making coffee.
I don't know why you have to be a liar. I waste my time talking to you. I waste my time trying to help you. It's a fucking waste.
No, you don't. You know you fucking don't. Why are you saying that?
Because it obviously didn't make any difference.
Yeah, it did.
The talks that you had at AA didn't make a difference.
Hello, friends.
Nothing is making a difference.
I'm sorry I went over Tony's, okay?
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry I went over there.
Shut up. I don't care about your apology. I don't care.
I know.
Yeah.
I can tell.
It doesn't make any difference.
You have every right to not care.
Because it's the same thing every time.
You have every right to not care. You have every right, because I did the same thing that I did before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. I did not do exactly the same thing I did before.
What's different?
I did not drink as much. I did not drink in the small amount of time that I used to go over there and drink. I did not drink as much.
You're drunk right now.
I've been there for a longer time, and I drank less.
You're drunk right now.
And I ate.
You're drunk right now.
No, I'm not drunk right now.
Yes, you are. How many did you have? 6?
I have a buzz. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have a buzz.
Yeah. How many did you have? Did you have 6 of them?
I had 6, but that was from.
I don't
got there
care
like
how
2:20.
long it was. I don't care how long it was, Lorne. You are drunk right now, at this moment, and you were drunk when you got into your car.
I know. I had it in. I was going to fucking take a cab because I gave Tony my keys.
Yeah,
I
so
was gonna take
but
a
you
cab.
didn't. But you didn't.
But you were mad at me. You hung up on me.
Oh, it's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's me. It's me panicking because of what you would think.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to think better that you got into your car and drove home instead of waiting and getting a cab.
I know. I didn't give much thought. I was fucking panicking.
Man, you're stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid when it came to that. I'm not sorry.
Don't apologize to me. I'm not kidding, Lorne, when I tell you that I hope you get arrested.
I know, and you better never fucking call the cops on me again.
I'll
Either.
do whatever the fuck I want, you little fucking bitch. Lying motherfucker. That's all you are.
That made me
You're a
mess up.
giant pile of shit. I can do whatever
No,
the
I'm
fuck
not
I
either.
want.
You
You know what, Lorne? You know what? If you want to do anything wrong, guess what? Nothing is going to happen. I would rather have your ass go to jail than you run over someone.
I'd rather have my ass go to jail than to murder someone too.
Call your mom.
And
Call your
No.
mother. Get her on the phone.
No.
Get her on the
No.
phone. Why not?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's
What's wrong?
fucking 10 o'clock at night. My mother's in bed.
Okay, good. You know what? We're going to call her tomorrow. And you're going to tell her exactly what you did today. You're going to tell
She
her.
knows those homies.
You're going to tell her. I want to hear you tell her. And you are going to tell her that you drove when you were intoxicated. That's what you're going to do.
Right? Then you're going to meet her tomorrow.
Meet her what?
You're going to meet her. You're going to meet her on the phone.
I don't need to. She doesn't need to know that I'm there.
Oh, she's going to.
Okay, good. Then while we're meeting everyone, you're going to call Maria too. And you're going
No.
to tell her what the fuck you did. Yes.
No.
Yes. Why?
No.
Why?
Because-
Can't be honest? Can't be honest with her? She's the one that wanted you to call her when you were going to fuck up. Do you remember that?
I know.
When you were
I know.
crying in her office? How pathetic.
I'm trying to get beyond this shit.
You're
I'm
not
trying to get
trying.
beyond it.
You're not trying because you're doing it.
I know. I fucked up today, okay? I know
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Yeah, because you're a fuck up. That's what you do.
I didn't want to drive home. 'Cause I told Tony one day when I started drinking.
I didn't
So I was gonna
want to
take a
drive
cab home.
home, but I did anyway.
No, it was my irrational thought and panic. But I didn't want to disappoint him, and I disappointed you. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course you did.
It was my bad. It was my fault. The whole fucking thing was my fault. I'm
Have you
not-
told
I'm not-
Have you
it's
told
different because it
Maria
was.
any other times that you've drank in the last month? Have you been calling her and
Oh.
telling her every single time that you did?
Yeah.
And what did she tell you?
She told me okay, and I'm happy that you
She
were
says,
honest
okay.
with me.
Yeah, I know. You're so honest. She must be so proud of you.
Are you gonna stop?
No. No, I'm not going to.
I'm
Why?
happy. Because every time I talk, you talk.
Well, you need to talk a little bit faster.
So I'm not going to. I'm happy you're honest with me about it. You know not to do it. I don't need to tell you anymore.
Good. Then you're going to call her again.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're calling her. You need to be a fucking man. If you are such a man and you're going to drive drunk, then you're going to call everyone who gives a shit about you and you're going to tell them about it. You're going to tell them all that you're a fuck up.
Good, then you're going to come up here and meet me.
No,
Yeah.
you're not going to tell me what to do.
Well,
I don't meet liars.
Well,
I don't know
if
why
they
you're
want
afraid to tell Maria if all she's going to tell you is, I'm so glad that you told me. You're so honest. I'm proud of you, Lorne. Then why won't you call her?
if they want to make damn sure that I have somebody that's helping me, that they don't have to worry about, that they don't have to ask me questions about,
I don't need to prove shit to anyone.
then you can come up here and meet me.
I don't need to prove shit to anyone, Lorne. You're the one that needs to prove shit. You need to prove that you can be a good person and you can actually do the right thing on your own.
Why is it everybody has a problem fucking coming up and meeting me? I don't want them to have a fucking problem getting on the phone and talk to me and speaking everything that they have in their mind, but everyone has a problem coming up and meeting me except Dan and Emma.
Why would I? Why would I spend my money and my time coming up to see someone who's a liar? Why?
Why wouldn't you tell me that when Emma contacted Vince, that it was also you?
What do you mean, me?
Vince.
What do you mean,
me?
me?
And Emma. It was also you and Emma.
I was on the phone with you, you shithead. You know that I was there, dumbass. Don't try to spin your little fucking game when you're going to try to pull one over on me, because it's not going to work. I am so much smarter than you. Don't fucking try.
Really? Yeah, smart. Intelligence doesn't matter, Debbie. What matters is that why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you tell me that you were part of contacting Vince?
I was on the phone with you, asshole. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but contacting Vince about me.
Contacting him when? When was that?
When Emma did.
And what are you talking? I don't even know what you're talking about.
When Emma contacted Vince.
About what?
About me.
The only time that I've ever heard Vince was when I was on the phone with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Maybe I took it wrong then.
That would be a shocker.
Yeah.
You knew that I was there.
Well, I believe what you say, so I'm not going to argue about it.
Well, you tried to.
I tried to a little bit because I want to know.
Because you're drunk, and this is what happens when you get drunk. You start accusing everyone of shit.
No, I was trying to make sense out of it.
Well, does it make sense to you now that you were wrong again?
I'm trying to explain to you. I was trying to make sense out of why you and Emma were the only ones that were calling Vince for me.
That doesn't even make any sense, that question that you just put out there. You were trying to make sense that it was only Emma and I that were trying to get in touch with Vince for you. I don't get it.
I didn't get it before, but I get it now.
Okay, great.
Not anything to worry about. Not anything to even be concerned about.
Well, I was never concerned. You're not making any sense.
Well, I am. In my head, I'm making sense.
Shit,
you know what I'm talking about.
I couldn't imagine what kind of rocks are thumping around in your head.
Every time you talk over me, you don't hear anything I say.
I'm hearing you slur and say stupid shit.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yeah. Is this a good in you moment?
Yeah. I'm sorry for doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been doing wrong up till today.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, and it was my bad. And I can't take back what I already did.
Yeah, I know.
I can just try harder.
You can just not do it.
That's all I can do.
You can just not do it. Yeah. It was really cool how earlier you were like, oh, no beer over at Tony and Wendy's. This time's different. We're having fun.
Yeah. It was for quite a while. There wasn't any beer for quite a while.
And then you went to the store and actually bought the beer.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking when that happened?
I just went back.
Because you knew you weren't supposed to do that.
I just felt like going back to the old times where I could sit there and have beer with Tony.
If I go back to the old times when you told me how going over Tony's was a bad idea, You would tell me that he's disrespectful. Wendy's disrespectful. You're always having to buy him things.
I know, but they weren't disrespectful this time.
Oh, okay. So they didn't say anything to your face, so it made it okay for you to spend the money that you don't have.
It's just something I didn't think about because I was living in the moment.
Okay, well, you keep living in the moment then. And like I said, I hope you get arrested the next time you do it. Your mom's going to be really proud.
I'm not going to do it anymore, all right?
No, I don't believe you. You're going to do it
I know you
again.
don't believe me. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Of course. Why would I believe you?
It's just not as...
Lorne, are you crying?
Yeah.
Why?
I'll tell you in a minute. Hang on.
It's like Lorne's greatest hits right now.
I just wish you and Dan and Emma lived closer to me. So
What
I could
does
be
that
with real
have?
friends.
Okay.
I don't like that I'm not around real friends. I know I'm not around real friends and I don't like it. And I fell back on Tony again. And I am sorry about that. I'd give anything that I had friends I had all in Alaska and Washington.
Well, Roy's your friend, isn't he?
Yeah, Roy's my brother too. But
Yeah, but he's still your friend. You guys can hang out together and not drink. You both can be supportive for each other.
yeah, but I like to drink, and I know I like to drink on the weekends. Because I don't normally drink during the week. It is rare that I drink during the week.
Then you've done it since the last time you promised you weren't going to do it anymore.
No, I didn't. I haven't.
You just said that you like to drink on the weekend.
Because of you. It's just the last time I promised you I hadn't. No, I hadn't. I don't like to drink a lot.
But it's
I don't
enough,
like to drink a
Lorne.
lot.
You're not supposed to drink anything. That is the point.
I know.
And the fact that you are intoxicated and driving is a huge problem. I don't understand why you don't get it either. And don't tell me you know that it's wrong and it bothers you and all that kind of shit. You should just, at this point, you should just say you like drinking, you're not going to stop.
No, because I don't want to say that.
You might as well.
I do like drinking, and I do want to stop. I don't want to stop completely. I do like having a couple. I want to get back to what I used to be.
Then tell Maria that's what you want to do.
Why do I want to tell Maria?
Why not? This is your probation, Lorne. These are the terms that you're supposed to follow, and you're not doing it. I don't get why that isn't enough for you to not do it either. I don't understand that.
I want to follow my terms.
But you're not doing that. What is it going to take for you to follow your terms?
What are you marking that doofy?
What is it going to take for you to follow your terms?
I'm thinking about your question, okay? I don't know. I guess I just want different terms.
Well, you're not going to get different terms. I wish I could fly. It's the same type of wish. It's the same type of wish as changing your terms. It's not going to happen.
I want to follow my terms, okay? I just don't want the drinking thing to be on my terms.
But that is one of your terms. So that's what you have to follow.
I'm sorry I disappointed you. Sorry I disappointed me.
You didn't disappoint yourself.
No, I did.
You couldn't have.
Well, I did.
Because you did what you wanted to do.
Well, part of me wanted to do it, and part of me didn't want to do it. So I wanted to stick to keeping my promise to you.
I want to know, how many times are you going to have to say sorry for something that you swear you're never going to do again when you actually do that thing again?
Well, it's not going to take that many.
It shouldn't take any.
Well, it's taking a minute to get out of it.
Then you can't
but
swear.
But I'm also 48 years old, and I've never had anybody pair on me like you do.
Well, you had the cops, you had your probation officer, you had the people in prison, you have the class.
Well, listen, I don't know what the thing it is that it is about you that affects me, okay?
Well, I don't know either,
but you affect me.
The point is that you're doing stuff without people knowing about it. That's how you're getting away with it. You're not getting away with it right now because I know about it. That's why you're going to call your mother and you're going to tell her what you've done.
Not right now. I'm not.
Then you're doing it tomorrow. Then you're doing it tomorrow. Then you're doing it tomorrow. Do you understand?
Yeah, and you'll be on the phone with me.
Fine.
You don't have to say anything if you don't want.
Why don't you call Roy and see if she's up right now?
Who?
Call your brother and see if she's up right now.
No, Mom's not up right now. I know Mom's not up right now. She got up at 5 o'clock this morning.
You're just scared.
No, I'll call Mom tomorrow, and I'll tell her.
You'll tell her what?
I'll tell her that I went with Tony's, and she already knew I was going with Tony's.
I don't care what she knows. I want you to say what you're going to tell her.
I'll tell her that I had 6 beers over Tony's, and I drank home. I drank driving home. I drove home after I drank there.
Mm-hmm. What do you think she's going to say to that?
Well, she's going to bitch me out.
Good.
That's why I want you on the phone. That's why I'm not hiding it. I'm not trying to hide shit from you.
You tried to.
I want you to hear my mom's voice. I want you to hear what she's going to say.
Okay, but she doesn't need to know that I'm there.
She doesn't need to know that you're there.
You need to stand on your own 2 feet, and you need to tell her the truth. Because if you don't, if you go into some bullshit and be like, I got there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we had 6 beers, and then 7 hours later, I drove home.
I'm not no bullshitter. I need to apologize to you because I had already had a couple of beers when you called me, or me earlier, when you texted me earlier. When I told you I didn't have any beers. I didn't want to be a king for me.
Yeah, I can tell. And I knew that.
I know. That's why when you called me, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Can't get away with being a liar and going back on my promises again.
And it's not a bad thing. I don't unwelcome it. I don't unwelcome it because I know the reason that you're doing it is to help me. And I'm sorry that I screw up.
Don't apologize.
No, I have to because I screw up.
But don't apologize. Just don't do it.
I know I don't want to do it.
Don't tell me you don't want to do it. You just fucking said that you want to. You just said that I don't.
Then I want to drink. Yeah,
I don't want no drinking.
I do want to. It's like when Dan and Emma come up to see me, I do want to drink with them.
Yeah,
when you come up to see me, I do want to be able to have a few beers with you.
But you can't.
I don't want to do this stuff. I'm going over Tony's because I know he uses me. I know all this shit.
But you can't do it. That's the point.
I can stop going over Tony's completely. I haven't gone there in 2 weeks.
You've said that before, too. I'm saying that the terms of your release were that you do not drink. You cried when you failed the lie detector test because you signed a contract saying you were not going to drink any alcohol. You tried to lie about it to them and you failed. Just because they didn't throw your ass in jail at that point made it okay for you to do it again. So you tell me what the consequence is that it's going to take in order for you to not do this. And don't tell me something impossible like I need to have that term removed from my probation because that's not going to happen.
No, I'm not going to say anything because I just need to stop doing it.
Well, I need to know what the consequence is, though. Because you saying I need to stop doing it because of all of the reasons that you know, as far as Tony using you, the issue obviously
You're the
with
consequence, okay?
Can you shut up? The issue of having the drunk driving happen, the fact that you're spending money, all of that kind of stuff. None of that is enough for you. The fact that I'm going to be pissed off that you lied again, the fact that your mother's going to be disappointed in you. None of that is enough. So I want to know, what is it going to take?
Nothing, because I'm going to stop.
Okay, but like I said, none of this stuff was important enough. Don't prove shit to me, Lorne. Lorne, don't prove shit to me. You fail at that. Don't even bother.
You can't do that to me.
I can. Why?
No, you can't. Because.
Why?
It's the big reason that I'm trying as hard as I try. I screw up.
Okay, Lorne.
I know I screw up. It doesn't mean that you throw me out.
I will.
Don't try because of me.
Very easily.
If you throw me away, it means that I wasn't worth anything to you anyway.
Right.
So don't throw me away.
I'll throw you away. Take me 2 seconds. Blocked.
I know.
So as of right now, we're going to have to think of something that's going to be stronger than your urge to drink. What is that going to be?
You guys have to let me call you.
No.
See?
No. A consequence.
I tell you what I need.
A consequence.
You say no.
Lorne, a consequence. Because all that'll happen if you say, I'm going to call you.
I am not saying.
Lorne.
Listen to me for a minute. Listen to me for a minute.
You shut up. Wait a minute.
Fine, whatever. You don't hear what I say.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that if you say, I need to call you when I have the urge to drink, what's going to end up happening is you're not going to call and you're going to go drink anyway. And you can pretend like I'm not going to find out about it. That's exactly what you did with Maria, because if that was the case, you would have called her tonight and you would have talked to her.
No, because it's not the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same. You know it's not the same.
It's fucking stupid. Wasting my fucking time.
Oh, Grady. Didn't expect to hear that from you.
Do you need to hear it again? You're a waste of time. Nothing that I've said has made any difference. Because Lorne wants to go and drink. Well, good job, Lorne. You did exactly what you wanted. I hope you're happy. How's your buzz going? Still going strong?
How's my what going?
Your buzz. Drunk?
No, my buzz isn't going strong.
Still there?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
No, I said the buzz is still there, you dumbass.
No, the buzz isn't there anymore. Why don't you call the cops on me and keep me on the phone and make sure that I'm here when the cops get here?
I don't care about calling the cops on you. I don't care enough. I'm saying that I hope they find you. I hope your ass gets thrown in jail. I hope that you lose everything, because that's all that it's going to take.
No, it's not.
You can't do it on your own.
Yeah, I can do it on my own.
You have zero impulse control. Yeah, I can do it on my own, says the guy who can't do it on his own.
Screwed up and I'm sorry.
Yeah, just do whatever you want. Don't bother telling me that you're not going to do it, because you're going to. We both know that.
You won't let me call you when I get the urge.
Why can't you go to AA and find someone who's going to be able to be there all the time?
You didn't want me to use that person I was going to use.
Yeah, you're going to have to use someone else.
Reason.
Yeah, you're going to have to use someone else.
And I'm not going to lie to you when I say that I don't need AA.
Yes, you do.
I don't need AA.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Lorne.
I just need a friend to bear on me when I have the urge to go with Tony.
A sponsor at AA is what you need.
I don't need a sponsor at AA.
Yes, you do,
Because I am
Lorne.
not that bad.
You can't stop yourself from drinking.
I can stop myself from drinking. I don't drink every day.
It doesn't take every
I haven't
day.
drank for 2 weeks.
Did you
And I went over
not?
Tony's.
Did you not listen to what they were telling you at the meeting? You don't have to drink every day. It's about what happens when you do. If I drink once a month, and when I do, I come home and I start beating the shit out of someone. Do you think that that's a problem? Do you think that maybe I shouldn't drink at all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So because I don't do it every day, if that was my excuse for not needing AA, for getting alcohol out of my life completely, just because it doesn't happen every day, if I use that as an excuse, what would you think of that?
Well, it's not good to have it as an excuse.
Right. It's just like, oh, I'm going to go shoot heroin, but I'm only going to do it on the weekends, so I'm not an addict. Is that okay?
No, it's not okay.
So it's the very same thing. You can apply the same answers to you. It's what happens when you do drink. So you do need AA. They told you during the meeting that you need AA.
I fucking did it again. I got bored and I had plenty to fucking do and I went over Tony's.
So then it's not really a boredom thing. It's that you wanted to drink and go over Tony's and you didn't want to drink alone.
Well, then you feel like, drinking wasn't even a big part of it.
But that's what you do when you go there.
Yeah, I know.
So then drinking is a part of it.
Well, no, so much part of it is socializing.
You could have socialized without drinking anything. But that's not what you wanted to do.
I should work a lot of hours every week.
I don't care.
Maybe that's part of it. I didn't ask you if you cared. I was trying to tell you.
I'm telling you that I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Well,
You
need to.
Excuses. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. If you're going to help me, you need to fucking care about what I have to say. If you're
It's all
help
bullshit
me,
anyway.
then help me.
It's all bullshit anyway.
What, me? I'm all bullshit?
Yeah. I told you that the other day.
Why do you keep trying to help me then if I'm all bullshit?
I'm hoping that by helping you, I'm going to help the other people around you too, because they have to put up with your ass. Someone has to help you. Ever since you got out of prison, it's been just a complete mess. Do you remember that list that you made with Maria about the reasons that you shouldn't go over Tony's?
Yeah.
You need to get a copy of that.
I already told you. More likely, I'm not going to get a copy of this. She probably has it somewhere if she had.
Well, you can ask her for it.
I'd be better off making a whole new list with you.
Okay.
It would wind up with more on it.
Okay.
The reason I say it would wind up with more on it is because you know me better than she does.
Well, the answers are supposed to be from you, not from her. I'm not giving you the reasons. These are your reasons.
You don't think that she helped me with some of the answers?
I'm sure she did, but they're your answers. So where's your pen? Get it and get a piece of paper.
I get a different notebook. Pretty girl, what are you doing in here, sweetheart?
She can smell the alcohol. She knows she's in trouble. I know. It's not funny, though.
Well, no, it's not funny. Come on, pretty girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Got my pen. And my paper.
Great.
My list is not going over Tony's. Spending my money. Drinking. Trying to get shit for free. Driving drunk. Breaking promises. Time away from Roscoe and CD. Time away from things to do at home. Things that need to be done. Probation. Possibility of killing someone. ruining my life. Lots of friends. Lots of respect. Loss of property. Loss of job. It's more or less than what I had with fucking Mario.
Okay.
It's about 2 times size as I had with Mario.
So what is that, like 15?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Let's do number 15. Falsely accusing your friends.
Yep.
So I just know, obviously, of the calls that have happened between, you and I and with Winnie. What about other people in your life? Has there been other people that tell you, don't ever call me again because of the way that you act?
No, it's just my friends, Emma and Dan, Winnie, you. Which actually I've never acted bad to you except for when I was with Winnie.
But what about your other friends? Has anyone just been sick of you?
No?
No?
No. So I've never acted bad to them.
Must be nice.
What? What's that mean?
Must be nice that they don't have to go through the same experience that your other friends do. The people who have been trying to help you all this time.
Yeah, I know. I think part of it has to do with probation. Those shit that Maria says.
What do you mean?
She never thought bad of Tony and Wendy before. Until I told her. Part of my problem is I go over Tony and Wendy's and I drink over there. That's when she finally said that. So it's better that you talk to Emma than you do to go over and visit Tony and Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot better. But then every now and then I have time to take scads right now. I hate seeing anyone mess stuff like this.
That's a pretty big list.
I know. I'm not going to say that I didn't think about it before I left, because I did. And I understand why I went over there.
Well, just like with everything else, you wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to, but...
Yeah. So that was...
Stupid to do. It was stupid, and I know it. Could cost me a lot, and I know it. And I still went over there.
Because going over there was a better option.
Didn't want to get my own shit done.
Obviously, it's not as if they forced you. They probably didn't even call you. You're probably the one that called them.
No, I didn't even call them. I just showed up.
Even better.
No, they was doing what they always do. Sitting there on their ass in the kitchen, doing nothing. Over
You
there.
came to them.
Yeah, I know. Fucking sad. That's why they don't talk shit, because they go to them.
Yeah. They didn't invite you over.
It's fucking desperate.
Yeah. So the list that you have is for Tony and Wendy, but it also applies for just drinking in general.
Yeah. It applies to me.
Yeah, it applies to you.
I hate
It's
being
almost-
so fucking stupid.
Well, it's almost like there's no impulse control. So, for example, with the drunk driving, you know that when you do that, there's a very real possibility that you can get hurt, someone else can get hurt, or you're going to get arrested. And because those things haven't happened yet, you don't have to deal with those consequences. Even though it's a possibility, it's not a real possibility for you in your head. It's not enough to get you out of doing the drinking and the driving. I know for myself, I won't do it because I don't want to go to jail. That's enough of a deterrent for me. But for some reason, those things that you just listed off, they're not enough deterrents for you to not do it. Because when they're not happening, when those things aren't in your face, then you're not really acknowledging that they're real. And you're hoping that they're not going to happen. So they'll kind of be in the back of your head, swimming around. But it's not real. So hopefully you're going to make it home without anything bad happening. And then that makes it so that you feel safe to do it again. Because once again, the next time that you feel this particular boredom or loneliness is what I would call it. I wouldn't call it boredom because you do have things that you can do. So when you're lonely and you feel like socializing with someone, once again, those 15 things are going to be pushed to the side and you're going to go for it.
I've got so much to fucking lose. Why would it be so fucking stupid? I know they don't give a fuck about me, Debbie. I know that. And I still go over there. I just don't know why.
It's more important for you to not be lonely than anything else. So even when we come up with some kind of a solution that's going to help you, whether it's I'm going to do some things around the house, I'm going to watch TV, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to take the dogs for the walk, all of these things that you could be doing, it's not going to take the place of being lonely. And you have to find something that's going to take the place of that so that when that trigger comes up, you're going to be able to go the other way. And the trigger is going to come up. It's going to happen.
I know what happened today. Fucking bullshit. Why the fuck do I feel the need to go over there? Tony's fucking out.
Because he's the only one that'll take you.
When I'm sober? I went over there sober.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're kind of like that kid in school who has a group of friends that make fun of them all the time and are really, really shitty. But he sticks around because he doesn't have anyone else.
You know, it's obvious you don't have anyone else. And they're both fucking sitting there at the table when I got there, just like always, fucking doing nothing.
But you're talking shit about them like they're doing nothing. I mean, they're in their own home. They're doing what they want to do.
Yeah, which is nothing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're doing. You can't judge what they're doing and be like, oh, they're not doing anything. They're just sitting at the table. Big deal. They're not the pathetic ones in this scenario, Lorne.
No, I know. I'm pathetic for going over there.
Right.
So I'm just really sore at Tony fucking fast.
Don't, Lorne. Come on, man.
I can't say that I'm not, Debbie. I can't say that I'm not. I'm so sore at him for the past.
But why are you going over there then? Spending time with him and basically barging in on his evening with beer and essentially forcing them to hang out with you.
I don't know. You shouldn't look at that way.
Well, why aren't you looking at it that way?
I guess I should be. That's what everybody always did. Was just show up. They don't call it. They just show up.
Well, yeah, but
When you welcome them in.
right. But in your situation, you're going over there because you don't have anyone else to hang out with, and you're going to get angry at him for things that happened in the past, and you're going to have this resentment toward him. But you're going to take it anyway because you don't have anyone else to hang out with. And so what ends up happening, you get drunk, and then perhaps you have an argument with him. He hangs up the phone, and he's like, Wendy, Lorne's up to it again. He'll be fine tomorrow, and he'll be back next weekend with some more beer for me to drink. It's fine.
Yeah. Sounds a typical thing, too. That's exactly what's been happening for years.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I don't know why you gotta be such a fucking dumbass. I know I don't want to go over there. I know I know and I admit that I like drinking with Tony because it's calm and sits there and just drinks and relaxes. And at the same time, I know I don't want to go over there because I know what they've done.
But honestly, Lorne, the reason why you like to go over there drinking is because he's the only one that'll have you over to their house to drink with them.
No.
You don't have anyone else, Lorne. That's the reason why.
I don't go meet anyone else.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying that you like going over there because it's calm and it's fun to drink with them, but in reality, they're the only ones that'll have you over, and they're the only option.
Yeah, because I don't go see anyone else.
Okay.
I don't know anyone else because I don't try to make new friends.
Right. I know you
have to with the friends that I have.
You don't have real friends.
I have real friends. I have Dan. I have Emma. I have
right,
you,
but people who are there is what
here?
I mean.
No.
Right. You don't have anybody.
Not like I used to. No.
And it's difficult for you to make friends because obviously they're going to have to find out about who you are.
Yeah. It's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to tell them.
Right. Anyway.
How do I cure it? You can't cure that. You gotta tell everyone. Everybody's gonna fucking find out about me some way or another.
Yeah.
Especially with the fucking internet.
Right.
And there I am.
Yeah,
Put my fucking name in there, and there you go. All kinds of fucking bullshit.
It's the stuff that you did.
Just to show that I was on.
I would be more concerned about the crime than parody videos and stuff like that.
All I really care about is keeping the friends that I have. I'm not going to make new friends right now.
None of this stuff is helping you because the issue at hand is that you're lonely and you want someone to socialize with, and your only option is to go over Tony and Wendy's, who you don't really like and don't really like you, and so that's your only option. Well, it's not even. I don't think that they would probably care about your money, but it's the fact that you walk in with all this stuff for them.
Yeah, and they care about my money because it buys them beer.
Because you're bringing it to them. If you didn't bring it to them, then they wouldn't have it.
Oh, they still have it. Another friend was all for it. So very often Tony buys his own beer.
The issue is that you're the one.
That he would have.
So what are you going to do to combat the loneliness? That's the real problem.
I started going to see other people.
Who are these people?
I think Sharon and Claire would be good ones.
Okay.
Since they would really be good, especially where I have Sundays off if I get, well, like today. I told them on Sundays if I go over there. Over there with her mom's and his mom. So I really ought to pay more attention to.
Okay. Well, there's your option.
Fucking selfish to go over fucking Tony's. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. I was fucking stupid today. Could have gone over and spent time with Mom. That fat fucking... Jesus Christ. They could have gone over and spent time with Mom.
Well, these are the things that you need to think about before you go and go over Tony's and get drunk. And there's going to have to be other solutions for you instead of using the excuse that, you're feeling lonely at the time. So everything else goes out the window and you're willing to risk everything just so that you don't have to be alone for that moment.
I literally risk everything when I go over 21 days.
Yeah, but that's not enough for you to not do it. And that's what the problem is.
You don't give a fuck. I know you don't give a fuck. All right, told you I tell you everything, and I wouldn't lie to you. I'm sorry I lied to you before about drinking. All right,
Okay.
come around, tell you everything. I will always wind up coming around and telling you everything. There's not anybody else I'm going to do that for, or with, not for, but with. I don't want to Tony's with a six-pack.
Okay.
It took us 3 hours to drink it. Well, it took us 3 hours because it took me 3 hours to drink 3 beers. Tony was done with his 3 beers in 1 hour.
Okay.
Then we went over and got an 18-pack and burgers and buns, and we barbecued.
Mm-hmm.
I only had 6 beers out of that. But I bought it.
You bought everything.
I bought everything.
How much did that cost you?
Like $37.
Okay.
Because I had to have them 2 cookies for Wendy.
Well, you didn't have to. I mean...
I didn't have to, but they wanted them 2 cookies for Wendy's, and he had to buy a well pump for his well this week, so they didn't have any money out of their monthly paycheck, supposedly, that they get. Supposedly, they didn't have any money left. That's the story they gave me.
Well, that's not the reason, because they don't ever buy anything.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I knew that at the time, too. But there's the truth. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I gotta stop doing that. So it really is. Got to be honest with you.
Took a long time to get that.
Yeah, but I knew it would come. I really have to be honest with you because I feel like you're the only one that can help me.
Well, in order for you to be helped, you have to want to be helped, and you have to do all the things that are going to help you.
I know, and I want to be helped.
So, I mean, well, think about this. What do you think happens to me if you drive drunk and you get arrested?
Well, I put some extra shit on it. I never even thought about it.
Well, how do you think that would impact my life?
I know. That's why I'm saying I never even thought about it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that my day is going to be the same, regardless of whether you get arrested or not.
No, I don't think your day's going to be the same.
Oh, it will be. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to the beach, and I'm going to have fun with my friends, and you're going to be stuck in jail. So it's not going to impact me. I won't feel sorry for you.
You're going to be bothered by me being in jail.
Not really.
And it's going to, yeah, really.
No.
It's going to be my fault that you're bothered by it. So it's going to take time out of your day because you'll be thinking about me.
No, I won't be thinking about
being
you.
in jail.
I won't. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, see, I think you're lying to me on that one.
No, I'm telling you the absolute truth because it's going to be your problem, not mine.
I don't think you are telling me the absolute truth.
It's going to be your problem and not mine.
You need to listen to me on this one.
Hurry up and spit it the fuck out then.
Don't be like that just when I want to speak.
Hurry up.
I don't think that you're telling me the absolute truth because I think you are going to be bothered by it because you care enough to take this fucking time that you're taking to help me. So it's obviously going to bother you.
It's not going to bother me.
Time out of your...
Right. That's not going to bother me.
You're not going to listen to what I'm saying. So
no, you're trying to make it like your life decisions are going to have an impact on me, and they're not going to. I'm going to hear that you got arrested for DUI. I'm going to say, haha, what an asshole. and then I'm going to go to the beach.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I will. Do you think I'm going to
No, you
sit at
won't.
home and cry? Are you serious?
You can be upset.
No, I won't, is what I'm telling you.
All right.
My life is going to be perfectly fine. You're going to be sitting in jail. So be it.
All right, whatever.
Okay. I mean, you can try to make it as if that's not the way that it's going to be. Your decisions are going to have an impact on your life, not mine. I'm not going to be sitting there, oh my God, I hope he's okay. Because I'm not going to give a shit.
No, I know you're fucking lying.
You put yourself there, is what I'm saying. I don't have any control over your actions. If you decide to disregard everything that I've tried to help you with and you go and do this again and you get yourself arrested, I don't give a shit. Go and do that. My life is going to go on. My days are going to be just how I want them to be, based on my own decisions. That's what I'm telling you. That's what it was like, when you got arrested the first time. There were people who were upset with you, but they get up the next day and they go about the things that they're supposed to do. They're not going to sit at home and be like, oh, Lorne, poor Lorne. It's the same thing with this.
Yeah, they get up and do the things that they're supposed to, but the day isn't the same.
But Lorne, I'm not going to sit here and be sad for you.
It's no different than with me when you was in the hospital.
It's very
I'd get up and do what I had to do, but my day was not the same.
Well, it's different
It's
when
no
somebody is sick versus somebody can't make the right decisions and they land themselves in jail. I'm not going to be sad for you at all.
You're not going to cancel it. The time's not going to come.
Good. I hope it doesn't. That's how it's supposed to be. Go get your chat log. We're going to continue.
Well, so one hard thing after another.
Yep.
You know what? Put fucking pressure on me, don't you? I get a question for you.
What?
I have class tomorrow. Do you think I would talk to the counselor and tell them to hold off on telling me to do any exercises until I'm done doing this thing that I'm doing, reading through my chat log?
No, why?
I don't know. I just thought about it earlier, and I thought I'd ask you.
What would that matter as far as your assignments?
I just thought maybe it would help my answers.
Well, I think that you should still do your best with answering the questions. And I think that you got a lot of insight yesterday on your role in your crime. And so that can be the basis for answering those questions truthfully instead of trying to go around the subject and make something up that's not going to be as bad. Actually answering the question. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And it could be as difficult as reading this chat log. So answering the question truthfully, because when you're constructing those answers, you're going to be making the admission that you are a predator and you're a sexual abuser. And that is what's going to help you answer the question, because you have to look at it through those eyes instead of, I don't really want to say what's the truth because it's going to show everyone that I'm a predator and a sexual abuser. And I don't want them to think that about me. So to answer your question, I don't think that you need to go through this entire chat log before you start to work on the assignments, especially because of the impact that it had on you yesterday, and seeing that the person who was typing as Kayla did not play a role in you starting to engage in the sexual conversation, and that you making contact with Kayla had everything to do with the fact that she was an underage girl and she was available for you to talk to.
It's so fucking hard going through this, I'm telling you.
I know that it is. I understand.
Okay, I know. I said I wasn't going to speak at all. But, yes, Human Ham Cube. I watched Queen of the Damned. Well, first I watched Interview with the Vampire. Then I watched, come on, it's Pride Month. Queen of the Damned. And, yep, this is the soundtrack. I love that. that you guys are like recognizing that. I love it.
Smoking twice as much right now.
We'll smoke 3 times as much if that's what it's going to take. But I think that there's, there are things that need to be said. And one of those things is I'm a sexual predator and abuser of children.
I am or was.
I am.
I'm not going to say I am because I'm not now. I was then.
Say it.
That's something I'm going to disagree with you on because I know I'm not now. God, I hate reading this fucking thing.
I want you to say it first before we continue.
Say what? That I was a sexual predator then.
Say, I am a sexual predator and I wanted to abuse a child.
Okay, the way you said it, I'll say it that way.
Okay.
Well, no, wait, I can't say it that way. So I can't lie. I am not a sexual predator now.
With Rhoda, you were. Your predatory behavior did not go away.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I am a sexual predator. I don't remember the rest of what you want me to say.
And I wanted to abuse a child.
And I wanted to abuse a child.
Okay, say it all together now that you know it.
I am a sexual predator and I wanted to abuse a child. And you better not be recording me.
As I've already fucking said to you, I don't know how to do that. If you're gonna pull that shit, I will fucking hang up on you, and it'll be done.
Well, don't do that, because that's what I'm used to people doing. I'm used to people recording me.
Cut your bullshit.
Listen, it is not bullshit, okay?
Then you know what? Don't talk to me. If you're afraid of that, don't talk to me.
I'm not afraid, though.
Okay.
I'm just defensive mode.
And you know what? Truthfully, saying what you just said is what you should be saying when people ask you questions. And not all the deflection that you try to throw out there. What would have been great is if your YouTube channel was active and you can actually sit down and say these things. Make the true admissions. The things that you should be...
Now, I will never be able to do it unless you're right there with me telling me to get through it. You and Emma both. There's no fucking way now.
What's no fucking way in hell?
There's no way now that I would be able to sit there on the YouTube channel and say that shit. Unless you and Emma were right there with me to help me get through it.
Well, since that's not a real possibility at this moment, what about with your class?
What about my class? I don't fucking open up to them like I do you.
But what? But that's where you have to. That's where you're supposed to.
You need to stop threatening me that you're gonna leave.
But
you're the only one that I've fucking opened up to. You need to stop threatening me that you're gonna leave.
But I'm saying that the class is where you should be expressing all of these things.
Yeah, well, I can't.
But they're
I can't
all just
fucking
like
do
you.
it in front of them.
They're all just like you.
No, they're all worse than what I've fucking done.
You are all the same when you were in that class. You were all the same.
I'm gonna put it on mute so I can blow my nose.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Have you heard from Emma at all today?
I haven't. Well, I'm just gonna leave her alone. She'll tell me if she wants to talk about it.
I texted her earlier and told her that I was here if she needed me.
That was nice of you.
I love her.
I love her too. So, as I was saying, for your class, I think that it would do you a lot of good if you did open up to them. Why do you not want to?
Because some of them in there have done really bad fucking things.
You're all the same when you're in there. It's just like when you were in prison. The people did different things, but you're all prisoners.
It's hard for me to fucking sit in there and listen to some of the things that people talk about.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but express yourself to answer the questions that need to be answered from you, while also having to listen to what they have to say, just like they have to listen to you. So, in all honesty, why are you in this class again? The real reason. You've said a couple of different things like, I'm not in a face-to-face relationship. My probation officer's supervisor doesn't like me.
That's the only reason I'm not lying to. I've never lied to you when I told you that. I know they changed providers. That's all I know. They changed providers, and I haven't been in a face-to-face relationship that they have been able to see.
Okay.
That's the only reasons that I know.
Well, the issue with the face-to-face relationship is that they can't make that a requirement for you to pass a sex offender class.
Yeah, they can't, but they find their fucking ways to do this shit.
So what was the reason that they told you?
That's the reason that the counselor in my other class that I was in for 4.5 years told me that she wanted to see me in a face-to-face relationship. That is the only fucking reason.
Well, the reason
this
why...
new class is the reason because they changed providers. When I got my new probation officer, when Mitchell left, and I got Maria, they changed providers. I had to start the class all over again.
Okay. The reason why I think, just based on what you've already shared, based on the answer that you gave to your assignment, that answer is the reason why. The fact that you haven't opened up to your class and really admitted what you've done, admitted your role as being 100% responsible, admitting that you are a sexual abuser and a predator. Those are the reasons why you are still in the class.
From the beginning, I haven't admitted that from the beginning it was my fault. The rape from the beginning, I haven't admitted it.
Okay, so at the beginning you weren't admitting it.
I've admitted that after looking at it, it was my fault that I went there because I told myself I wasn't going to go there, and I wound up going there. The only one that could make the decision to go there was me.
Mm-hmm.
But I never admitted to him that right from the beginning it was my fault. But I've never read through my fucking chat log like this either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think me and Winnie get this far.
Okay. Well, that's exactly what needs to happen. Because what ends up coming out of your mouth is, it's my fault. I'm the one who said all those things. I'm the one that went to the house. But I know that I didn't want to.
I know this needs to happen. I just hate it. I hate it because I don't want to read this shit.
Okay, well, we're going to do it.
What's driving you?
What's driving me?
Yeah.
What's driving me is a lot of stuff. What's driving me to go through this with you is that I think that you have been in denial for way too long. And originally, when you were talking to Winnie, I hated your relationship. And I thought it was because it was destructive. It was abusive. You guys yelled and screamed at each other. You were drinking. She was high. It was a fucking mess. And I kind of started to get more of a picture of how much of a mess you really are. And I think that I am a logical person. I'm reasonable. I can help you sort of break things down. And you started to listen to me. So I'm going to use that and hopefully try to get you past all the horseshit that you've been doing. It's completely unproductive and it hurts everyone. It hurts you and it hurts the other people around you. I'm not saying that you need to walk into every room that you go into and declare who you are. I'm Lorne Armstrong. I'm a registered sex offender. I tried to fuck a kid. Here's my chat log. Here's why I went. All that kind of stuff. That's not what this is about. It's about you being able to finally admit the shit that you did, that you are 100% responsible. It doesn't have anything to do with the abuse that you went through as a kid. It has nothing to do with the way people treated you, your relationships with your family, the fact that your friends walked away, you don't have anyone else, the fact that people screwed you over and therefore you had to take Betty's money and therefore you had to run off to Nashville. None of it is anyone else's fault except for your own, because that's the way that you handled it. So people could have done shitty things to you, but it was the way that you handled it that turned it into a mess for your own life and for the other people that had to then take the brunt of that. If I'm actually able to get through to you at some point with any kind of a pinpoint of light, then great. What I'm hoping is that at some point you stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need to lean on me to make decisions for you. You're actually going to do the right thing on your own because it's the right thing to do, not because you want to make someone else proud for not drinking and driving, so that you can recognize on your own that going to Tony's and Wendy's is hurting you. Not just because you're going there to waste time with them a couple of hours, sit there and watch TV with them, but the fact that you're spending the money that you don't have, and you're also buying alcohol and you're drinking. And it's just a series of horrible decisions. That's what's driving me. I mean, when I think about it, and I've seen your YouTube channel where you're making me excuses, and they've carried through to today when Winnie first told me about them. Spent all of that time. You want people to forget or to be able to move on from something that happened 12 years ago, but you haven't acknowledged it, and therefore you can't move on from it either. It's about hopefully breaking away from the predatory behavior. It's hopefully getting you to recognize it. And just because somebody doesn't know that you're doing it, meaning someone's not calling you out on it, as most recently as Rhoda, just because I didn't know what the text messages said, I didn't know the photos that were shared and the conversations that were being had, that doesn't mean that it's okay. And unfortunately, you weren't able to recognize that that behavior was predatory. And that's what's scary, because when you think about it, you were willing to have a sexual conversation and even engage in sex, if it was available to you, with the daughter of someone that you said you were in love with. So what does that say if you were to have a face-to-face relationship with someone and they had a daughter who was having whatever feelings towards you or was expressing that in some way, that you would not stop yourself? You wouldn't do the right thing on your own. And the thing is, you're very, very aware of what the right thing is. Because when I had originally said, I'm going to get Rhoda's phone, you knew at that point that I was going to see the conversations that you were having. I was going to see the pictures. And your response to that was, I'm not perfect, Debbie. I remember hearing that so clear. You knew what you were doing. The only time that you were sorry, once again, was because you were getting busted for it. That's when the tears start. It started back when you got arrested. It started probably when you had your DUI. You probably cried then. You cry when you get busted and you start screaming at your friends and accusing them of things and abusing them on the nights that you're drinking. You cry these apologies. And when you get arrested again, because it's probably going to happen, your luck is going to run out. When you get arrested again, guess what's going to happen? You're going to cry. You're going to say, why was I so stupid to do that? I know that I didn't want to. You're going to be leaning on people who accept those tears, like your mom and your aunt, who just want to be supportive of you, but that doesn't mean that they don't think you're a complete shithead. And unfortunately, their own reaction to the things that you're doing, even though you might think that it's nice and it's sweet and they're being gentle, it's not helping you at all. So when I say that you were an attempted rapist, you don't like that. But people haven't been saying that to you for you to actually hear. Because as soon as you hear those words, your reaction is, you don't need to say that. You don't need to use those words. I don't want to hear them. You've been forcing people to essentially be gentle with you because you won't hear anything else. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What am I saying?
I've been forcing people to leave me alone.
You've been wanting them to not see you for who you are, to see you for the thoughts that you've had that have been expressed and that are known, that are out there, that are still continuing. It is so crazy for me, Lorne, to think that you would actually target the daughter of somebody that you said that you're in love with. It's so crazy to me. Why did you do that?
So the thing with you and me was just a game.
Really? Is that what you got?
That's what I've been.
Is this what you're getting from everything that I just said?
No, this is the thought that's in my head the whole fucking time that you're talking to me is why would you play me like that?
Lorne,
I fucking love you.
you didn't
I stressed
hear
my ass out over you when you were in the fucking hospital.
You didn't hear
Because of this
anything
fucking piece of
that
shit
I
Angelo
said.
was all over your fucking ass.
You didn't hear anything I said.
Yeah, I did.
You
Heard
didn't.
everything you said.
Then talk to me about what I said. Don't come at me like as if I have anything to do with anything I just said. I was not in that scenario. You had asked me, what is my goal, essentially? And I explained it to you. The reasons why I am going through this with you. And your response is, so you're playing a game with me? The reason why you're sitting here and allowing me to go through this with you is because you think that I'm going to care more than doing just that. So that tells me that your motivation for doing this has nothing to do with getting better.
Right now, I don't care what it tells you.
What are you talking about, dude?
You went way back. It's like it seems like you had this whole thing planned out to play me like you liked me, just so that you could get to this point to help me.
No, I didn't.
When you didn't really like me.
No, I didn't really like you. I had already told you that.
So you really fucking despise me is what you do.
If I despised you, I wouldn't be sitting here. But Lorne, I want to be perfectly clear. Again, I do not love you. I'm not in love with you. I'm not attracted to you. I don't want anything with you.
No, well, I'm not attracted to you anymore either.
Perfect. Good. I hope with that off the table, you're going to be able to go through this with me.
It's fucking incredible.
What's incredible?
That you fucking played me the whole fucking time, making me think that you fucking liked me.
I don't like you, but I am helping you, and now you're trying to pick a fight with me.
So.
Okay. So, I just want to say, do not ever hang up on me like that again.
Listen, I'm not going to kiss your ass.
I'm not asking you.
After knowing that you don't give a fuck about me, I am not going to kiss your ass, so don't expect it.
So it's okay for you to just hang up?
After hearing that you don't give a fuck about me?
But I'm not in love
caring
with
about you when you... Well, I'm not in fucking love with you either, Debbie. Right? There you go.
Why are you yelling
but
like that?
I cared about you.
Right.
I gave a fuck about you. To
Yeah.
find out that you don't care about me, that you don't give a fuck about me, it doesn't sit well.
As a friend, I do. Of course I do.
Yeah, well, you're showing up.
You
showed it by playing me.
I've been
Showed it by
sitting
playing
here. I've been sitting here and I've been trying to help you.
And you played me for 2 months?
What 2 months are you talking about?
2 months, Debbie. 2 months that you fucking played with me. You kept forgetting about things that you said, remember? You kept forgetting about things.
Are you
and
talking
you're full
about,
of shit when you forgot.
Are you talking about the hospital stuff?
No, I'm talking about before the hospital stuff.
Okay.
From the time when you were out fucking on the fucking ocean fishing with your precious Angelo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
the
that?
time when you fucking got back. I'll be back in 2 days. Just going for the weekend, a fucking week later. Because you're out there with your precious Angelo.
Is that when you were trying to fuck my niece?
Doesn't fucking matter, Debbie.
Or is that after?
We already went through that discussion about me.
Yeah.
You want me to be honest with you about everything, but you're not honest with me about anything.
Listen, Lorne, I've flirted with a lot of people, and I have never had anyone take it to the extent that you have.
Why? Because obviously your word meant a lot to me.
When it got out of hand, I told you, I said I want to be your friend. I don't know anything about a relationship. We don't know each other. We've never met before. And you were okay with that.
No, we're okay with that.
Well, I understand that it's disappointing to you because typically you get involved with people that are over the phone or you're chatting with, all that kind of stuff. But I'm bringing you back
there's not
to the real world.
There's not everybody that I take them exactly to their word. With you, I took to your word because you always kept your word.
Okay, right. And so, like I said, when I was flirting, I didn't think it was going to be taken as seriously as it was. And when I saw that it was being taken seriously, that's when I dialed it back and I said, wait a second. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to be his friend. Because
this guy's a piece of shit and I don't give a fuck about him.
Because obviously he needs it. I flirted with Dan. I flirted with Will. I flirted with Emma. You know, it's just
not
fun
a game.
to do sometimes. Right, and
Flirting
I understand that.
Flirting is not a game. When you brought it to the state, you brought it to with me.
Flirting is just what that is. It's flirting. And so when I saw that it was being taken a lot more seriously than I was hoping that it was going to be, that's when I dialed it back and I was very real with you.
And you should have been very real with me from the beginning.
Lorne, I didn't know you at the beginning, and flirting has never caused anything like this before in my life, and I didn't know. I already told you previously that I was your friend, and it wasn't a romantic thing. I can't help you what your feelings are. I'm not responsible for that, because I was very clear with you.
From the beginning would have been good.
Lorne, like I had said 500 times already, flirting is
You're not right about everything, Debbie.
That is harmless. It's typically a harmless thing that isn't taken as seriously as you're taking it. I am sorry that you took it seriously.
You are not right about everything.
I didn't say that I was. I am apologizing to you, fucking moron. I just said that I am sorry that your feelings were taken into a different direction. I didn't intend for that to happen. And I apologize. What I will not apologize for are your feelings now, because they're not mine. I was honest with you.
My feelings now. You want me to tell you what my feelings now are? My feelings now is I still fucking love you because I know what kind of person you are. You're a person that wants to fucking help people. You're a person that wants to fucking be an awesome person. You're an angelic person. Except for the fucking flirting part that you fucking took too fucking far with me.
And I apologized for that. I am sorry.
You have no fucking clue.
If I could take it back, I would.
I put you at fucking mom's fucking level. That's where I put you.
Okay.
I don't take it as a fucking joke with you.
I know. I'm not saying that you took it as a joke. I'm saying that in the beginning, I didn't think the flirting was going to be taken seriously because it's something that happens all the time.
Oh, it's taken very fucking seriously.
I'm very, very sorry for that, Lorne. But you're going to be okay.
So you say that to everybody, Debbie. Not everybody is okay. Not everyone can just shut it off. You say that to Winnie and Will. Winnie can't just shut that shit off while fucking Will did sleep with Emma. They can't just shut it off. It fucking affects them and eats them up inside. Just because you say that it's going to be okay doesn't mean that it's going to be okay.
Well, that doesn't mean it's going to be okay right then, but I'm not going to say it's never going to be okay, Winnie.
Did you call Winnie today?
Yes,
did you call Winnie today to see how she's doing?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
How was she doing?
I didn't get a chance to talk to her. She didn't answer.
And that's fucking scary on its own, her not answering her sister's call.
I'm not worried about it. She'll get back to me. I'll call her again tomorrow. So you had left me a voicemail just before I was able to get in touch with you. Are you there?
Who did? Yeah,
you did.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I said, if you want to help me.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I want to do.
Well, you can help me with too. That would be a nice help too.
What exactly do you want me to help you with?
Be able to get in contact with her.
Okay.
I know. You said you do that last night. I don't know if you did or not.
Right. I said that I would think about it. Because here's the issue that I have. Lorne is getting involved in this stuff with you or involved with any other person with you.
I'm not asking you to get involved. I'm just asking you to help me get in contact with her.
Right. But what could happen, I suspect, is that if she doesn't respond, then it's going to be my problem. And you're going to look at me as not having really sent the message, or I'm not telling you what she said. I
told you before, I take you on your word.
I know, but
I take you on your word.
But Lorne, you've already
tell me that you've done it.
You've already accused me of stuff.
Oh, what have they accused you of? I mean, the playing with me part? Yeah, I did accuse you of that because you fessed up to it too.
I said flirting. I wasn't, as soon as I knew that you had some stronger feelings, I put a stop to that. And I told you, which is what a friend would do. I took that as being a friend and being a nice person.
Yeah, but it's disappointing after the fucking 3 weeks that you was in the hospital. It was me that you were looking at. You was going to get rid of Angelo because I didn't like Angelo being in the fucking picture. Because I didn't like him being there all the time. Because I didn't fucking trust him. You was going to get rid of him. Because you didn't want me going anywhere.
Well, Angelo is gone because Angelo was a dangerous person. And he hurt me.
You think?
That's
told you that from the fucking beginning. But you didn't listen to me.
Lorne, come on.
I knew what Angelo's game was.
That's the reason why. So, anything that happened in the hospital, I'm telling you that I truthfully don't remember. It was like I wasn't even there.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I was doing everything I possibly could to protect you.
Okay, and I appreciate that. But I don't know any of it.
I don't regret it at all.
And good. I really do appreciate that. That's nice of you. But I don't know any of that. And I don't really want to just be told stories about when you were in the hospital, I did this happened to you. I don't want to know. I would rather just let it go and move on because I'm healthy now.
Okay, well, think about this next time. When you get hurt, put your fucking power in me and trust in me and fucking have your ass set up here where you actually be treated like a fucking human.
Hopefully I'm not going to have to worry about that. It was a freak accident, and I don't expect it to happen again. So,
it'd be nice if you start fucking trusting me. If you ever do get fucking hurt again, you come up here where you're going to be treated like a person.
That's not something we have to worry about. I would really like it if we could be friends and you could allow me to continue to help you without the expectation of a relationship or something romantic.
I would too.
Good.
I would also like it if you start trying to get your head away from me being this person that was there 12 years ago.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work with you on that. Because unfortunately, the 12 years ago is still present right now.
Yeah. When I'm reading over this conversation, you have no idea how much is fucking present.
Yeah.
It's killing me. I'm the one that said this fucking shit and this crap.
Right.
I'm having a hard time reading this fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy for me to deal with every fucking day.
I know that it isn't.
And whether or not I'm reading this crap, I'm dealing with it every day because I know I said this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to read it because I hate it. I hate the person that I was.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that I did what I did. I hate every fucking thing about it. I hate that I'm this fucking person on the internet that people are fucking doing this crap, talk, bullshit about.
Mm-hmm.
I hate every fucking thing to do with it. Very small things have come good out of this. It's you, Emma, Winnie, and Dan. And no, I'm not going to include Will because the son of a bitch is blaming shit that he does. That's the only things that have fucking come good out of it.
Okay.
12 fucking years I've had to live with this every fucking day, and everybody thinks it's so easy.
No one ever said that it
just
was
moving on with his life like nothing happened. Yeah.
But that
Don't
hasn't
think about
even
it every fucking day.
that hasn't even happened though. That's the thing. And that's what I'm hoping we can do by going through this chat log and to keep pressing and asking the difficult questions and actually answering them. That's when you're going to start to move on. And you're going to be at peace with stuff. And it's going to help you feel better.
Did you see how much of a piece I am with it now? Fucking reading through this crap. That's not easy.
I know that it isn't. It wouldn't be easy for anyone because you're having to confront what you did as you did it. But that's what's going to help you. It's going to give you some clarity and some understanding because all of the excuses that you were using before aren't going to be valid. You've made them valid in your head and you've been holding on to them very tightly. But now you're going to be able to let them go because there's no other way around it. You're confronting the chat log. That is your crime. It's going to allow you to take ownership. It's going to allow you to not just say, I know what I said and that's stupid crap. It's going to allow you to know that specifically. Not only so you can see the gravity of the situation, but that you can see it for really what it is. You can see.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. But when you start to say, well, perverted justice isn't perfect either, you can't protect them. You're throwing that up there and you're allowing them to take some of the responsibility off of you because somehow they are also at fault. It's all irrelevant. That's why I said, I don't care the other information that you found about perverted justice or Xavier or whatever you think you have. It doesn't matter. All we're talking about is the chat log. That's why we're here right now. It's going to help you to understand, too, why it continued after you saw her picture and you saw her age in the second line of the chat.
He's so fucking bad, dude. That was me.
Right. It's scary that it was you. Because what it shows when I see that is that you knew that it was wrong and you did it anyway because you didn't think anything bad was going to happen to you. It's just like the Rhoda situation. When you were talking to Rhoda, you knew that it was inappropriate. You knew that it should never have happened. And that comes out in the response when I said, well, I'm just going to see your phone because you knew that you were backed into a corner. But all up until then, you were fine with it. So it's the acting on these impulses that you have. It's acting out these thoughts that you're having that you know are wrong. That's where the real damage is happening.
You need to understand that when I contacted you, when I was texted you, and asked you to come back, there were a lot of reasons I was asking you to come back. That was one of them. I knew what I was doing with Rhoda was wrong. I didn't want to go there with Rhoda. And she was going to go to Gigi. That's why I caved into Rhoda. There's not one part of that I'm lying to you about. I'm not going to lie to you about that and tell you anything different. Even if you try to get me to go a different way with it, I'm not going to tell you anything different. Because that's what happened. That's what led me to go to Rhoda to fucking get her, to keep her away from Gigi. And yes, I was attracted to Rhoda. And all the other stuff that I told you is fucking true. But that's what led me to keep Rhoda away from Gigi. That's what started the whole thing.
If you weren't attracted to her, though, you wouldn't have moved forward.
I know. I'm not going to deny it. I was attracted to her.
Right. So that's why you got involved in the sexual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another part of it was because if I didn't, she would have gone to Gigi.
But if Rhoda was not attractive and Gigi was still there, all of the elements of her life were still present, but she was not attractive, it never would have happened. You would have had to go about it a different way to get her away from Gigi.
What other way could I have gone about it? There was no other way for me to go about it. You was gone when he was out of her fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
There was no... Rhoda was going to walk out the door right then to go find Gigi. And I wasn't innocent on any part of it.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you that I was, because I wasn't.
Right.
But I really wanted you to come back. You told me you were going to be gone for 2 days. You were gone for a week. For a piece of shit. And I'm sorry I keep fucking mentioning that, but I fucking hate that guy.
Well, then I would rather you not mention him at all, because I don't want to talk about him.
I don't want to either. I just hate fucking thinking Beck's there.
Okay. So what now?
Well, you tell me.
Well, I've made my intentions clear.
Well, I'm still following you.
All right. So then tomorrow we'll continue.
Yeah. You can help me out.
I'm going to think about it, Lorne. And I had mentioned it before that I don't want to be blamed for anything as if I'm withholding information or I'm trying to get in the way or whatever. I would just rather not be involved.
Oh, well, listen, I am not asking you to get involved in any way other than telling her and showing that picture to her that I showed you. And if she contacts you back, give her my phone number. I'm not asking you to get involved in any other way.
Do you think that it would be a good idea for you to work out some stuff first before you get another person involved?
No. You made it clear that you don't want me.
No, I don't. But I'm saying
I've
that
liked for a long time.
I'm going to think about it, Lorne, because truthfully, as I've said, I don't want to get blamed if she doesn't answer.
You're not going to get blamed.
Well, I don't
All
want
I'm asking you to do is put that up there so that she has a chance to be able to contact me. That's all I want.
I'll think on it. Okay. I'll just think on it. That's all.
And how long are you going to think about it?
I don't know until an answer feels right to me.
In the meantime, I take the chance if I can lose.
Then you lose. Who cares, dude? Like, you don't know her at all.
I care.
But why?
No, but
Why?
I want to get to know her.
Okay.
I want to get to know her.
Yeah, but you're saying to be with her. You don't know her at all. She lives out in California. Do you think she's going to move to Maine?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens will be between me and her, and we'll figure it out. But I'll at least want the chance.
Well, I'll think about it. I probably will talk to Emma or Dan or something just to see what they think. But my initial reaction is like, I need to stay far away from this and not be involved.
I'm not asking you to get involved.
Well, you are, because you want me to send her a message.
Yeah,
and
that's all I'm asking you. And to
and
give her my phone number if she asks you for it.
right.
I'm not asking you to get involved.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm just going to think about it. That's all. And I think one of the big lessons here is to not be so eager for the next person. You know, if you think, oh, this person smiled at me, or she's saying that she liked me or something, then all of a sudden you jump to that person so that she could be a possibility. You didn't want that to slip away. So every single possible opportunity, you want to make sure you keep them on a string, so you can, you know, when something falls off, you can move on to the next one.
Well, I don't want to be a possibility. I want to actually give it a chance. Something that I thought me and you had.
Okay. Well, in my honest opinion, I think that you have to work on yourself, and you need to get a lot of things resolved. This drinking thing is still not resolved. The stuff with your class is still not resolved. Bringing someone else into your life so that you can feel good isn't going to be the answer, because they're not going to be able to give you the things that you're looking for in the sense of security or self-esteem.
Not bringing her into my life isn't going to help either.
Not bringing her into your life is not going to help? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 'cause she likes me and I like her.
But you haven't spoken at all.
No, so we ought to have the chance. And there isn't one person in this world that is going to be perfect about everything.
No, there's not.
There's going to be flaws. When you give a shit about somebody, you go through things and stay with them until they're through them.
But when somebody comes into your life and that person hands you a shit bag full of issues that they then have to deal with, because, for example, if the person's drinking, they're going to take the brunt of the screaming and the jealousy and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, this person, you know, has...
Okay, look at what I dealt with Winnie. You know Winnie. You know what Winnie does.
Right.
You know Winnie does things way the fuck out of whack.
Yes.
You know that's not easy to deal with.
I know that it isn't.
When she does it on purpose to get attention from you, to drive you fucking nuts, it's going to drive you nuts. It's going to drive you, so you're going to get irritated.
Right. So what are you
That's
talking
why
about?
That's why you did everything you could to avoid talking to her, and you threw her off on me the other night.
Yeah.
Because you knew I knew how to handle her.
Okay. So what are you getting at?
Because you didn't want to get all upset. That's why you threw her off on me.
Yeah, but I was talking about how you're not ready for a romantic relationship, and now you're talking about Winnie being on the phone and me.
Yeah, because you talked about my yelling and all that shit. When somebody does that shit on purpose to get you to yell at them when you're doing everything you can to fucking love them, it drives you fucking nuts.
Okay, so what does this have to do with what I was talking about, though?
Because me and are the same thing as me and Winnie.
I know
we
that.
don't know what me and are going to be, because we haven't had the chance to find anything out yet.
Did you ever know anyone who bounces from relationship to relationship?
I never paid attention to them because it wasn't my relationship. It wasn't my problem.
I've known people. They just go. They're in a relationship. It's very intense, and they're in love, and then problems start to happen, and those problems are very intense too. And then things end very badly. They move on to the next person. Same thing. It's a constant cycle. And a lot of it has to do with them looking for something that they're lacking, but they're trying to find it in someone else. And it's never something that someone else can give them. And that's why they're always going to have the same problem. They're always going to be in the same cycle.
But isn't that the choice of that person? It's not the choice of somebody else.
No, but it's not healthy.
But because it's not healthy, it's that person that has to make that choice, not somebody else make that choice for them.
Right, but as a friend, your friends are supposed to give you advice in order to hopefully avoid these types of cycles that they see that person going through that aren't healthy. That's why a real friend to you is going to tell you, maybe you shouldn't drink anymore. Look what happens. Maybe you shouldn't try to automatically jump into the next romantic relationship when it's been a mess for a while. And you can work on your drinking and not having those triggers so that you are feeling like you need to go do that.
Or maybe the friend could just help out along with the relationship as she sees things.
Well, here's the last thing that I'm going to say about it. A good friend is also not going to be an enabler. Like if somebody has a drug addiction, if you're wanting to be their friend, sometimes that means not doing what they want you to do, meaning give them money or go get them drugs, whatever the case may be. And they're going to get mad because you're not going to do what they want. And they're going to tell you that you're not their friend and they don't love you and that you don't love them. And they're going to throw a fit. So it's the same thing that you have going on with love. You want love so badly that you're willing to take anything. Somebody like Winnie should never have been allowed to be in your life, especially for as long as she was. But you took it.
Yeah, I know, but once I loved her, I couldn't just leave her.
Well, that's the thing too, is that you have to love yourself.
Well, I didn't love myself, but
The
I
love
loved
for
Winnie too.
yourself has to come first. And when you are being abused, then that's when you need to put the love for yourself in front of someone else.
For me, deserve the chance to find out what's there.
What I'm saying, Lorne,
It's not for somebody else to make that choice for
I'm
us.
not deciding for you, but you're obviously not hearing me.
I know what you're saying.
What am I
Do
saying?
you think I should completely fix myself before I start another relationship?
Well, the thing is not completely fixing yourself, because everyone's going to be a work in progress for their entire life. But it sounds to me like the relationships that you have had have been unhealthy, especially in the last few years. And that comes from you being really desperate for being in love. You want it so badly that you're willing to take anything, it seems. Even somebody like Winnie, when most people would walk away and say, this is not the right situation for me. I can't be involved in a relationship.
When you love someone, you love someone. You don't just walk away.
You didn't have to necessarily just walk away. You could have been her friend as well and not try to force this romantic relationship between the two of you when obviously it wasn't healthy.
No, it wasn't healthy. But I couldn't just walk away.
Do you think
I love
that you not wanting to walk away and wanting to accept Winnie for whomever she was, whatever she was acting like, has to do with you wanting someone to accept you in that way?
No. It was the fact that I wasn't going to walk away from her.
Okay. All right.
She might have issues, but she's a very special person.
I know that she's special. She is very special. I love her so much. But, okay, so if I would have come to you and said, for Angelo, I love him and I'm not leaving him.
Well, you fucking fought me on it pretty goddamn hard.
Well, no, I'm not talking about anything that happened. I'm saying, what if I had said, I love him. I'm not just going to walk away after everything that he's done.
Then I would have had to leave you.
Well, I mean, then you're walking away, right?
But I wasn't going to have that piece of shit in my life.
Okay.
I told you that before.
Okay. But you're missing the point, I think. So maybe I'm not explaining it correctly. I'm saying I'm not caring about his role in your life. That's not what I'm talking about. Because you're saying...
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because you weren't caring about his role in my life, and you chose him over me, I would have had to walk away.
But it has nothing to do with you, Lorne. I'm saying that it's the same thing as with Winnie and how she was with you in the abusive way that she was. You're saying that I loved her.
That was with me and Winnie, though.
You're saying that I loved her, though. So no matter what she threw at me, then I'm going to stay with her because I don't want to walk away. So then if I reverse
because what she threw at me was not being in love with someone else.
If I reverse that, if I'm saying to you, take yourself out of the situation and me picking someone over you, because that has nothing to do with it. I am saying, as an outsider, if you said, you know what, Angelo is not a good person, you shouldn't be with him. And I said, but I love him now, so I'm not going to leave him.
I wouldn't walk away from you. I wouldn't have anything about him in my life, but I wouldn't walk away from you.
But wouldn't you suggest to me that he is an abusive person and perhaps that a relationship with him isn't going to be the healthiest thing?
Yeah, but you don't know that about me.
I'm not talking about you and I'm talking about you and Winnie right now. And I'm saying that you are so desperate to be in a situation that you are willing to accept a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but
And
with me
that
and Woody, it was way too
Okay.
late.
You know what? This conversation is just completely stupid. If you want me to reach out to her, I fucking will. I don't care. I'll tell you whatever her
Listen,
response is, and that's the way that
Jesus
it's going to
Christ.
be. I'm not going to explain
Because you don't
anything
want to hear
else.
what I want to say.
You're talking shit. You don't even make sense.
I don't make sense. What
No.
I'm telling you is, with me and Winnie, it was way too late. You came in the picture way too late. I was already in love with Winnie. I didn't
Right.
even know about you. I didn't even know that she had a sister.
Okay,
I had
so
not
what?
a fucking clue.
So what?
I was already in love with you, with Winnie, when I found out about you.
Okay?
Okay, so it wasn't so easy for me to just walk away from Winnie.
You're just in love with anyone. Anyone and everyone. That's how you roll. So continue to do that, and we'll see how it goes.
All I want is a chance for me to find out what's there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that chance to be slipped away because somebody thought it might not be a good idea.
Well, it's too bad that you can't see that it's not a good idea. So
Why
do what you
would I?
want.
No. That's what I want to do. I want to find out what would be there.
Okay. Fabulous.
If nothing's there, then nothing's there.
Right.
If there's something there, then it could be. It might be worth it.
I can't imagine how beautiful that relationship would be, based on everything I've seen and heard so far. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, people change. I mean, you're trying to help me change, right?
Yeah, and you've just started. You've just started down a really long road.
Yeah. Doesn't mean all hope is lost on me.
I didn't say that it was. I'm saying right now, at this moment, you are not ready to have a type of a romantic relationship with someone. You can't bring someone into that. You can't hand someone a bunch of baggage and say, this is how I am. Look at me. I'm such a mess. You're going to have to deal with it, though. So if you want to love me, I mean, you're not even ready for that.
I'm not handing her a bunch of baggage.
You are, though, because you are baggage.
And you don't think that she has her own baggage?
I don't know, because I don't know her, and it doesn't matter. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You're a mess. You have a lot to do. And bringing someone else in to be a distraction from that, or to be then the object of your abuse when you decide to drink again, when you decide that all of the insecurities that you still have are going to be coming up. That's not fair. It's not fair to do that to someone else. It's very natural for people to take a break from stuff when they need to and say, okay, for this part of my life, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to take a break from dating. I'm not going to have this kind of cycle that I'm in because it's been complete garbage so far. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to start dating and we'll see what happens. Not the only girl in the world. It doesn't matter what her thoughts were. I don't know what she's doing or what she's thinking, what her life is like, nothing. I don't know anything about her. All that I know is...
Taking a 12-year break from dating.
And you need to continue doing
trying
that.
to push me to get out there.
But you're not ready.
I want to get out there. I want to get out there, and I want to try to see what's there with. If nothing's there, then I'll rethink my stuff. But I want to see what's there with.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you that I'm not going to need help along the way. I'm probably going to need help along the way, and I'm probably going to ask you for help along the way with it, and Emma, and Winnie, believe it or not. But I do want to see.
You didn't consider Winnie dating?
Huh?
You didn't consider Winnie dating?
I didn't consider Winnie dating.
Yeah, you just said you took a break from dating for 12 years.
Yeah, I considered Winnie dating.
Okay.
I did, and I did Ramona.
Okay.
Both will be face to face. Somebody that I already met, or I already been face to face with. Not in a good situation, but
It was the worst situation.
I know. But that's the connection that me and her have.
That to you was a face-to-face relationship because she was
No,
there?
No,
Okay.
it's just I've been face to face with her. I know I've been face to face with her. So it somehow makes it different. Don't ask me how. It's not explainable. But I want to see what's there.
Okay, cool.
So will you help me?
But all I'm gonna do is send the note. That's all I'm doing. I'm not getting involved in your shit.
That's all I'm asking you to do. And to give her my number if she asks for it.
Okay.
And I'm asking you to help me with advice if I need it from you.
This is insane.
I need to take this step.
fucking
I really
insanity.
I really need to do this. I really need to do this. It might seem insane to you, but it's not to me.
It
I really need
is.
to do it.
It is. It's really insane. You're so desperate.
No, it's not desperate.
Yeah, it is.
Desperate to see what's there with somebody that I've thought about for a long time.
If you were to measure yourself in this situation on a scale as 1 being the least amount of desperate and 10 being extremely desperate, where would you put this?
For a chance with I put myself at 10. I'm desperate to have the chance with
Okay,
what's
you're
there.
desperate. Right, you're desperate.
I'm desperate to see what's there with
The worst answer. I wasn't expecting that.
That's not the worst answer. I'm desperate for somebody to help me to have the chance with
God. Okay, let me ask it in a different way. Desperation, in that you are desperate for a relationship. 1 to 10. You think you're a 10?
No. I'm not desperate for a relationship with just anybody.
But it is just anyone, because you don't know at all. You know nothing.
I know.
Okay,
But I know
so
I know the interest is there. And I want to see what else is
but
there.
how do you know what it really is, though? You don't know that. You don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
And I want to find out. I'm not wrong in wanting to find out.
Yes, you are, actually.
No, I'm not.
You are, though, because you're feeding into this addiction of love that you have. Like, I need
No.
to have somebody if somebody is showing any level of interest, then there I go. I'm going to go in their direction.
I'd say you're right if it wasn't somebody that I had been thinking about for a long time.
But why would you think about her? She is somebody that was at
Situation, I know.
Yeah.
I thought about that too. I took it out of my head for a long time about it because I thought about, with the situation that I was in, why would she want to date me?
Right.
I'm not wrong in wanting to find out.
You're stupid in wanting to find out. For all of the
No, I'm
reasons
not.
that I've already explained, and I'm not going to go over it again.
I know there's no guarantee on something being there.
It's not about there being a guarantee. It's the fact that you are falling into this shit show. It's a total shit show. This is such a fucking complete shit show.
How do I know it's a shit show with her?
Because it
know.
already is. It already is, Lorne.
How do you know that?
This person who was talking to Emma, does that sound like a normal person to you? Does it sound like maybe that person's a little fucked up?
Sounds like she's been drinking.
Okay. And do you think that maybe...
Doesn't make her a bad person, though.
Didn't say that it did. I'm just saying it could be anyone.
It could be, but it's her Facebook page that you'd be putting that note on.
Understood.
So it can't be just anybody that would respond to that.
Understood. But you're talking as if she has this interest in you. You have no idea. You could be making a complete fool of yourself again. Why don't you just wait, get your shit together, and possibly date someone who's actually there? Because truthfully, you can't go see her. You're never getting off of probation, Lorne. It's not going to happen, and you know that.
Yeah, I am. And I do know that.
You did. When is that going to happen? You're going to go to court? You're going to tell him that you deserve to be off of probation?
Maria's already told me that she wants me to be able to get out of class so she can get me off probation.
Oh, that'll be good.
I don't... What, me being off probation?
Yeah, you can't even follow the terms that they've given you. Why should you be off of it?
I spent 37 years not being on probation. Never doing anything wrong in my life except for getting a DUI 1 year before all this crap happened.
Yeah? So what?
I kept my life quite straight for a long time.
But you haven't been doing that because you're not following the terms.
Yep, I'm getting back there slowly but surely.
The point is that you haven't done that. And the only person that's going to be able to take you off of probation is a court. And I don't know, Lorne. I mean, it says on your conviction, lifetime supervision. I don't see that going away.
It goes away. So they don't want you on probation if you're following the rules.
But you're not
causing
following the
problems.
rules. And the thing is, too, is that it says on there, in your conviction, they said lifetime.
I know, but they don't want you. They made a rule on that a long time ago that they don't want you on lifetime supervised release if you're not doing anything wrong and you're living a good life.
But you are doing shit wrong, Lorne.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that many things wrong. I'm not going out to cause problems other than my stupid crap of drinking and driving thing.
Right, and then failing the
That
polygraph test
and
that probation was giving you.
Huh?
You failed the polygraph that probation gave you.
Yeah, that's the first polygraph I failed out of 5 of them.
Right, but it's not the first time you lied.
No, it's not.
Right.
I guarantee even people that are not on probation lie about shit.
It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Look at yourself.
Well,
look at yourself, Lorne. Look at yourself.
I know.
Okay. God.
What's irritating me is everybody saying, "Look at yourself, Lorne," when they don't. Yes. They don't look at themselves.
Everyone needs to look at themselves.
Yeah, but they don't.
Stop comparing everyone with each other and with you.
But everybody else is busy pointing out everybody else's mistakes.
And you're doing the same thing.
I'm pointing out that everybody else is busy pointing out everybody else's mistakes instead of looking at themselves.
Right, which is what you're doing. So you're one of them. Good job. All right, I gotta go.
Well, I point out my mistakes too. I admit to them.
Bye. Are you going to tell me what the fuck your problem is?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
You go to the game, you want to fucking sit on Will's lap, you go right ahead. I don't give a fuck.
Does it make any sense to you that somebody is going to sit on somebody's lap for 3 hours? Does that make any sense to you, Lorne? Any?
Don't give a fuck. I've never been to a fucking ball game. I don't know. I don't care.
You're absolutely fucking retarded. You're retarded,
don't care.
Lorne. You don't care.
You want to go along with this fucking bullshit? Go right ahead.
Lorne, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? What in the actual fuck is wrong with you? What?
Oh, really?
Yeah, can you explain, please?
He's the one that fucking made a sex doll of you and just fucked it last night, and you accept the fucking offer to go to a ball game with him. Now he says all this other fucking shit. Did you listen to the fucking voicemail where he's telling me to leave you alone, that you're his?
No.
No, of course not.
No, of course not. I'm not interested.
He's a fucking weird freak, and you want to go to a fucking ball game with him?
You! So are you, bitch!
No, okay.
Fuck off,
good.
You fucking
good
bitch! Fucking bitch! Good on you! Fucking bitch! You're my bitch! Bitch!
I'm your bitch.
Yeah. You little bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least I smile when you say I'm your bitch.
Fuck off!
Well, why are you getting all pissed off at me? I'm not the one that's fucking leaving all these messages of buying sex dolls.
I'm mad at you because you can't even follow a little joke. Big fucking deal.
A little joke?
It's
not a fucking joke. I'm not.
He's gonna sit on somebody's lap for 3 fucking hours, idiot.
He's the one that wants to keep pressing this shit, and you just keep letting him.
You let him, Lorne. You just
how do I let him?
For your fucking bullshit because you're a fucking little bitch. You can't follow anything. Anyone can say anything. Hey, Lorne, guess what? I know how to fly. I'm going to fly past your house and be like, oh, okay, let me step outside. You're fucking retarded. You're fucking retarded. This is why you follow everything that Winnie says.
He doesn't understand the word don't call.
You follow everything that Will says. Anything. Anyone can say anything to you.
I can't believe that you fucking accepted the ball game with that fucking freak.
Why?
That's what he just did.
He's my brother-in-law. I don't take him seriously. He's
Well, I
almost
don't-
as retarded as you are, but not quite.
You don't take him seriously when he buys a fucking sex doll and names it after you. I think that would be something that you'd be taking seriously because you didn't like it at all yesterday. And I worked my fucking ass off to get him to get rid of the fucking thing.
You worked so hard, I know. What'd you do, make
Oh,
a
I
phone
did.
call?
I didn't know 3 of them. Actually 4 of them. I had to talk to Emma too.
Okay, so Emma got rid of him then.
Emma helped me get rid of them. Helped me to convince Winnie to get rid of the fucking things. And Emma probably worked harder than I did.
I'm sure she did.
I didn't make them fucking dolls.
I didn't say that you did, Lorne.
Well, it was your brother-in-law that did it.
Yeah.
Fuck the doll that looks like you. That he named
Yeah.
after you.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's a fucking freak, but you want to go to a goddamn ball game with him.
Who cares? He's fucking harmless. He's
I wouldn't be in the same
harmless.
fucking building as
Come
him.
on, I get to see. Well, good. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that too. You're an idiot.
Why? Because I don't like him? I don't trust him?
No. Do I have to go and scream at you again?
Can if you want to.
No. I'm going to scare my dog. I'm not like you. I don't just sit there and fucking scream normally. So how
Fine,
about
I am sorry
if you
that I got wound up.
say I apologize for being a little bitch, and maybe I won't delete and block you. Go ahead.
Don't be so demanding all the time.
Talk. Apologize.
I
Do it.
am sorry for being a little fucking bitch and getting pissed off at your fucked up brother-in-law
I didn't
and
need to-
you
I didn't tell
for
you to keep
fucking around
going.
with my head.
I didn't tell you to keep going. I said apologize for being a little bitch.
Well, tough. I
Period.
did what I did. You're not going to do that to me every fucking time.
I'm not going to do that to you. What are you talking about?
You're not going to be demanding to me like that every fucking time.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
And think that I'm not going to
I
fucking say
can
something
do
too.
whatever the
That
fuck
would be okay.
I want. Like I said, you're
There you
a
can.
bitch. You're
Whatever.
a fucking bitch, Lorne. Don't answer the fucking phone then, you little bitch. Come on, boy. What's the problem? You'll keep taking it, and you'll fucking like it.
Don't think I won't laugh about it, because I will.
Go ahead and laugh about it, because I am. I laugh at you every time you send your bitch little messages. You're like, well, it was 7 hours ago that you said something to me, and you waited 30
Yeah,
minutes
well.
to say goodnight. And then, so that was because you were out with somebody. And then because you...
I didn't say
don't know,
that.
whatever the fuck. That's what you were thinking.
No, it wasn't.
Of course it was.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
All I was thinking was, fuck, you can't even fucking leave me a message and let me know something.
No,
Of course not.
I
Whatever.
don't need to do shit. You're a
I
little
know.
mosquito with a little mosquito dick. Aren't you fucking embarrassed?
Really.
Buzzing around in my ear, begging to suck something out of me. Isn't that fucking cunning?
Begging to suck something out of you.
Of
Really?
course you would. If I said suck something out of me, you would do it. How does it feel, Lorne?
I'm not Will.
You're almost 55 years old, and you're a
I know.
bitch.
Really? I'm not even 50 yet.
You're a fat-ass bitch.
Yeah, but you like me.
No, you're a bitch. You're a little fucking worm.
Yeah, but you like me.
You're a nobody.
But you like me.
You're a fucking nobody, Lorne. I'm
But
telling
you
you.
like me. But
But
you like
you
me.
like me. But you like me. No one's ever liked you a day in your fucking life.
I know, except for you.
Except for a decoy. A decoy liked you. Someone had to be paid to like you. Oh, God. If I was you, I'd probably drive into a guardrail or something.
I know. That give you something to laugh about.
It would.
I know.
Yeah. It'd be like, finally.
Yeah, finally, that asshole's gone.
Yeah.
I don't have to ever have to talk to him again.
I don't have to talk to you anytime I don't want to.
How
How about that?
How about that?
I'd slap your stupid fucking ugly face just to see if maybe it would be an improvement. Maybe I could shift a little so your fucking eyes would be straight.
I know it.
I know it.
You're so cute when you get mad.
Shut the fuck up.
So what's this fucking bullshit with Will wanting to fucking cause all these problems?
Talk to him about it. What the fuck do I have to do about it? Nothing.
Well, it's all based around you.
So what?
So tell him, stop being such a fucking freak.
Oh, okay, I'll tell him.
Imagine how Winnie's feeling right now.
Winnie's fine.
Winnie's fine. She's fucking crying on one of the messages.
Okay, so have you called her to see how she's doing?
No. That's why I want you to listen to a message.
I'm not listening to your messages. I don't care.
And Will fucking tries to blame me and said that I said that she shouldn't go, and I told her that she should go. It was Will that told her that she shouldn't go.
Yeah, so?
So what?
So what? You tell me.
Isn't that nice?
Who cares?
Well, obviously I do.
Yeah, because you listen to anything that anyone tells you and you take it as the truth.
He's in an awful fucking hurry to get there to be alone with you. I was telling you how much I didn't fucking like it. So? He was in an awful hurry to fucking sell Winnie's ticket when she said she wasn't going to go. And she said it 5 minutes ago, but the ticket had been on the fucking internet, she said, for 48 minutes. But it was only 5 minutes before when she told him that she didn't want to go.
Whatever, Lorne. Whatever.
Well, ask Winnie. No, I wouldn't know unless Winnie told me.
I'm not dragging a whole bunch of shit out. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't fucking care.
Well, Will's a fucking freak.
Okay, good.
I'm tired of fucking dealing with Will.
Okay, good. Can I go now?
I don't want... Can if you want to.
Okay,
we'll
bye.
have fun at the fucking ball game. This song's gonna sound like you're mad at me because I didn't get drunk.
I'm mad at you because as soon as you got home.
If it weren't for talking to them yesterday, I'd still be a bit lost because...
Where was your head all of these years? If it took one conversation with Emma, where was your head all of these years? When you had your therapist that you obviously weren't honest with because she didn't know the whole story of you. So she couldn't treat you properly. She couldn't help you. But you wanted to stay with her, even though she wasn't helping you.
She was helping me.
You felt comfortable with her, but you were just sharing the stuff that you wanted to share.
I know, but there's also the problem of not really wanting to admit it. And that's what my problem was. I did not want to admit it.
Because you think that a victim has something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, because I was embarrassed all them years.
And that's where your mentality comes from. That would be like if someone approached Kayla after all this happened, after you came down, you fucked her, And 10 years down the line, she meets someone and she talks about her first experience. And they would have said, "Are you crazy? You went with a guy that you didn't know just because he said he loved you? What were you thinking? Why did you put yourself there?"
Nobody should be like that to do that to somebody else.
Right. That's
But
exactly right.
The fact is that there are people that do them things. And there's a
Yeah,
lot.
there are. Yes. That's where the registry is helpful. I know you hate it. The registry is helpful.
The registry is helpful in some ways.
It's helpful in all ways.
It doesn't mean that just because there are people out there that are not on it, that have not been caught yet.
Sure, they haven't been caught yet. Because you know why? Sexual abuse happens in secret. It's kept quiet. Just like you wanted Kayla to keep quiet. Don't tell your parents. Make sure you delete your archives. Make sure you call Jesse so that my number isn't the last one on there. It's all a secret so that the rapist isn't caught. They look exactly like you do. They look exactly like all the guys who showed up. They're all different. They have families. They have kids of their own. They don't look scary. They're the normal people you would walk by in a grocery store. And someone would have to say, "Oh my God, I never would have imagined that he would do that." Just like your family was devastated to learn what you did. All of the families were devastated to learn. Some of them may not have been exactly surprised if they were victims themselves and they suffered too. But most of the people had no idea. Because when you're online,
I was devastated what I did.
There's a big question that is hanging out there, is why were you attracted to a 13-year-old? That is the scariest question. But you acted as if you were. Because on that very same day, you took your dick out. That's reserved for people that you're sexually aroused by. And you're saying to her, "Don't worry about me, I'm a good guy. You can talk to me, don't talk to any other guys. I know if you talk to me, you'll be safe." A lot of times when people are messed up or they're going through really hard times, you can see it reflected in their lives. You can see it, in the way that they look or the way that they're acting. But deep down, attraction to someone, having physical arousal from someone is like an organic thing. What would happen if there was another 13-year-old who was a little bit more aggressive, who was flirty with you? And she said, "I'm not going to tell anybody. I want you to be the first one." And she told you everything that you wanted, that you were the hottest man she's ever seen, that she wants to fuck you, all of this kinds of stuff. What would happen if there's a girl who does pursue you and she's underage? That's really scary, because this last time she didn't do any pursuing at all. You did all of it. All she did was say K. She just repeated back to you what you were saying. And that's what you needed to be happy. You needed that to appear to be happy anyways, because you were still open to other options. Even though you're telling this person that you were so in love with her. You were staring at her picture for an hour, which is complete horseshit, by the way. She's so pretty. You can see why daddy spoils her. That's the scary thing. All of those things are so terrifying. You are exactly what parents are afraid of. The guy at the yard sale that's going to make jokes with them and laugh, and he seems really friendly, but he has this other side of him that's a monster. And this, almost the scariest part of the monster, is that he can't admit that he is one.
There's a lot more to me than what you see from that show.
It's a huge thing.
It is a huge thing.
And your behavior now
the rest of my life
is a huge thing too. I've only known you a really short period of time. Very, very short. And I'm being talked to as if I owe you anything. People in real life are going to run away from that as fast as they can. They're going to say, holy shit, this guy he went on a rant accusing me of fucking some guy that I said hello to. And we're not even together. We're not married, nothing. I have no commitment to him, but he's acting as if I do. That's absolutely terrifying, because that means that you can't read any signs. And I feel like the younger thing is like a power thing. Like you would have some level of control. And I feel like that's why you were attracted to Kayla, because she had nothing. She had no experience at all. And you could teach her because she was very, very weak. She just went along with everything you said. I understand that you can't help what you're attracted to or who you're attracted to. Like I said before, that it's like an organic thing. You know, everyone has a type, and that sort of thing can change over the years. But for the most part, deep down, you know who you're attracted to. It's like, if it was a crime for me to be attracted to men, I would have a real problem, because I would have this attraction to them. And how am I supposed to be able to control that? How am I supposed to suppress that for my whole entire life? So thank God that that's not the case. When someone has an attraction, or they're able to find something sexually appealing about a child, it's so scary. Count the number of guys who showed up, and that's the number of kids who were saved that very night. And that's the part that I don't understand, is where did that come from? How did it happen? Where was the attraction? The stuff that you were saying to her was the stuff that you would say to someone that you were sexually attracted to. And you knew that this was a baby, barely out of puberty, probably hadn't really happened yet. Her body wasn't even developed. She didn't go through the normal stuff that girls go through. You wanted her to count her hair because she couldn't have had that many. And you even asked later on that month, did any more grow? And yet the fight came when you got caught. That's where it started. Who am I going to point to? Who got me into this? Perverted Justice got money for doing the show. They were there when they weren't supposed to be. They should have stopped when I was talking to them. They told me to come there. They wouldn't leave me alone. You know that chat log was never edited. There was never a time when you said, no, this is wrong. I am doing the worst thing. It never happened. Those phone calls that you made with her made me sick. Are you anxious to touch my penis? Really? You want me to get a light so I can shine it on there and you can see it closely? Do you want to see it again before you go to bed? Make sure you delete your...
You memorize that?
I know it very, very well. I know it very well.
You remember that? We've known each other longer than a month.
You want me to count the days like you wanted her to count her hairs?
Wow.
I'm trying to understand because I want to see the good in you, and it's just not there.
You're assuming everything. I can't stop you from assuming when you're trying to blame me.
I'm not assuming anything. The evidence is there. It's there. Your evidence is there. And
you're blaming me.
I'm blaming you for everything you said, everything you typed, everything you said on those disgusting phone calls. Your giddy ass smile when you skipped up to the fucking house. All the bullshit that you have tried to pull when you can't even be honest. It's got to be somebody else.
I can be honest. But
You're
it
not.
doesn't matter what I say when I am honest. You don't believe what I say.
Lorne,
You got it stuck in your head that I was a certain way.
You're
you don't
a pedophile.
know.
Pedophile! That's it. You were so fucking stupid that you couldn't tell that the girls in those pictures that they sent you of the little babies were totally different people. But you accepted the fact that she was going to look a little different because she's still growing up.
And that's something else you're assuming. Which I'm not saying anything because of the fact that you're going to assume it. You don't ask me about it. You assume it.
Then tell me the story.
I did notice that there's different girls. But I was so blind to seeing to thinking that somebody cared about me and not my fucking wallet that I didn't care. It went right past me. All I could see was somebody was showing that they gave me a little bit of affection that I hadn't gotten for God knows how fucking long. All other people cared about was my money. What can I give them? It was somebody letting me show my affection without asking me for money.
And you lied about it because you went out and you fucked somebody the night before you're supposed to see her.
I know, because I never planned on. I know I said I was going to go, but I didn't really plan on going because I was supposed to go out with a friend that night for my birthday.
But you didn't go.
And I changed my mind at the last minute.
To get your dick wet in a little girl. That's what was better. It was better for you to go there. There was nothing else that you couldn't say that you were drunk, that you were high, nothing. It went on for a month. I tried to find something. Is there something redeeming here? Is there a time when he's on the phone with her that says, you know what? This is not going to happen. But you didn't say that. You said, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get the condoms so I don't get you pregnant. As a matter of fact, you couldn't even say condoms because she's a little kid, so you had to dumb it down for her. I'll buy you a bracelet. You tell me what you're wearing, what color your panties. Oh, yeah, you're not going to wear any. But make sure you put them in your bag, your little suitcase. Paint your toes nice and pink. What were you going to do when you got to your apartment? You have this little girl who has no idea what the fuck is going on. What were you going to do? You're going to say, here's Bud. You can play with him for 5 minutes, but then you're going to take your clothes off. I'll make sure that I wear loose shorts so I can finger you and you can suck my dick when we're in my truck. I try to find something and there's nothing. It's no one else's fault but your own. You're not the victim. Don't ever think that you are a victim here, that somebody owes you something, that you can sue NBC for money because they did something to you. They didn't do anything to you. They exposed your ass, and deservedly so. You deserved everything that happened. You deserve to be on probation for the rest of your life. You deserve to be monitored for the rest of your life. You deserve to have people know about you for the rest of your life, because that is a life sentence that you would have given to Kayla. You don't want to admit that you were that guy. I know you don't want to, because then you were admitting that you were one of those. That you're somehow not different. Your circumstances aren't different. You're not as bad as Lurch or Bald Beaver Hunter, who came right out and said, this is my fantasy. I wanted to lick her pussy. But the fact that there's this hidden part of you that will not let go of wanting to blame everyone else, to find some kind of a redeeming reason that this couldn't be who you are, when it actually is. When you admit that and you know that and you're able to release this hate that you have against everyone else, that is when you're going to start to get better. There's never going to be a cure for who you're attracted to. If that happens to be kids, there's no cure for that. But your part in that is to not allow things like this to happen. You were so desperate for pussy. You're so desperate. You wanted someone to be attracted to you. And Kayla never really said that she was attracted to you. She just kind of said, yeah, to the things that you said. Did you draw my name in little hearts at school today? Yeah. That's what you wanted. You wanted someone who was very easily manipulated. Someone who's not going to know that the stuff that you're into isn't normal. Someone who's not going to be able to recognize that she's a baby and you're a 40-year-old man. Someone who's supposed to protect her. Someone who even came out and said, I'm one of the nice guys, not one of those weirdos. And then it just transformed from there.
You know what the fucking problem is? When I said that, that's what I meant. I can't understand myself how I got turned around.
Because you were
I
attracted
don't
to her.
understand that.
You wanted her to want you. She was easy to manipulate.
That's not what I wanted.
If you didn't want it, you wouldn't have done it. And the problem is, if you don't understand it, it's going to happen again.
No, it's not going to happen again. Continue to never fucking happen again. I know how to say no now.
It's not about saying no. She never asked
It's
you
all
for
about
anything.
saying no. Even my
She
fucking
never
counselors, all 3
asked
counselors
you
that I've had,
for
and my psychologist said
She
that I couldn't
never-
say no.
Your psychologist is
That's why I got used so bad by my family, because I couldn't say the word fucking no.
You couldn't say no to a little baby?
I couldn't say no to anything at the time.
She was never asking you for anything. You were begging her for everything. She never asked you. You did all of the asking and you did all of the answering. So don't give me that fucking shit about saying no.
I try to be honest with you. You're assuming everything. I try to be honest with you about this shit. But you turn around and tell me no. You said this in the conversation. You said this. Fine. I know I said stupid fucking shit in that conversation, okay?
You said
Don't
all of it.
tell me it's all about you trying to understand what happened to you as a kid. Because all you're doing is you're fucking thrashing me for this shit for 10 years ago. But I'm still trying to deal with it.
That's
The
the
fucking
problem.
Church of God. What a bunch of fucking
It
jackasses,
has
Church of God.
nothing to do. This has everything to do with you. It has nothing to do with anybody else. All they did, from what I can see, and there's a ton of shit out there. From what I can see, they're just taking what you have done and they're talking about it. That's it. So you know what? If you don't give them anything to talk about, then there's nothing.
They're talking about it. They try to contact me. They're fucking sending shit to my fucking family. It's a little bit more than talking about it. To my fucking 77-year-old mom. Somebody sending a naked picture of me to my 77-year-old mom. That's quite a bit more than fucking talking about it. That's a piece of shit.
It's the same type of a piece of shit that would show their cock to a baby. You can only blame yourself, but you never do.
Okay, you gotta go, group. I gotta get off the phone. I'm fucking tired of listening to all this fucking yelling in my ears.
Bye, asshole. Bye,
Yes,
fucking
I am.
pedo. Bye. There was another reason why I called. I wanted to congratulate you for passing your test. You didn't lie today.
Yeah, that's the 4th time I haven't lied. You'd think me start catching on to him that I'm not gonna lie to him. But still, they want to fuck with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
The lawyers only that I have here in Maine can only help me with this stuff here in Maine.
Oh, okay. So
In order for me to try to get this charge off my ass, I have to do another motion to put into the Court of Appeals, because I put a motion into the district court to get a different lawyer. And they wrote back to me and told me that I need to put a motion into the Court of Appeals before they can do anything.
Okay.
Which I knew already, but I forgot, because it's been so long since I've done it. I might have to hire a lawyer to do this motion up, because I've been so out of practice with it.
You did a lot of motions when you were in prison? You went to law school?
I did. Yeah, you could call it that.
Actually, it's almost like you could have a bachelor's degree in sex offender education. Because most of the time, a bachelor's degree is like 4 years.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, okay, sing to me.
Okay, sing to me.
No, that's what I'm supposed to say to you. And then you break out into a song. I turn into a
but this is
whole
reversed right
different
now.
woman.
This is reversed right now. Sing to me.
No, I'm not singing to you. That's crazy.
Why not?
Because
That's
I don't
not
have
fair.
a beautiful voice like you do. You have all the talent. I'm just a stupid
Oh,
girl.
you sound very pretty to me.
You
So
actually,
sing to me.
I'm not singing to you. Oh my gosh. If you, all right,
If I what?
I will make a deal with you.
What kind of deal? I can tell you right now, anything about this deal I better include, you don't even think about having sex with anybody but me from now on.
You can't stop my thoughts.
Huh?
You can't stop my thoughts.
What?
My thoughts. You can't stop.
I can't stop.
You can't stop my
What'd you
thoughts.
say?
Oh,
Oh, I'm going to stop your thoughts.
I'm in hell
I
right
had to
now.
stop your thoughts. That was the first thought in my head, is that I don't want her having sex with anybody. I want her having sex with me and only me.
Okay, well, I'm not going to have sex with other people. But you can't, if somebody sees somebody gorgeous, like when I see Steve Buscemi on TV, I'm like, wow, that guy is something else. I would definitely bang him really fucking hard. It's the same way I
Even
feel
though you were
about
my,
you.
even though you were my woman, you would still bang him.
Do you think that he's right here right now? That I'm going to have sex with him? That I'm ever going to have a chance to have sex with him? You're going to tell me that...
Okay, hey, hang on.
What?
Because I got to bring something with you around to reality.
You don't think I'm in reality? I've watched the Lorne
I have to.
show.
I have to bring reality around to you.
Okay.
Okay. My YouTube channel has had a 250,000 clicks,
Mm-hmm.
close to 250,000 clicks, and that's in the last 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it's growing.
Do you think it's because...
And you're a model.
women-
And listen, and you're a model. I was on TV show. So do you see what I'm saying? You and I are no longer typical people. You and I need to watch out for what we do.
So you're saying it's the same thing as, like,
Celebrity.
celebrities?
Without,
Or like
without a choice.
Brangelina?
There you go. We may not be as big yet, but it's not going to surprise me if we get there now.
We're going to be as big as
Yeah.
Brangelina? What's our name going to be?
Well, we're going to be Brush.
What?
Be right us. Brush.
Okay.
I don't know. It just popped in my head. Brush.
You should be careful with things that pop in your head and then you spit them out of your mouth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. That's gotten me in trouble before. AKA to catch a predator. Yeah, what a fucking predator I am, huh?
I know.
I think people are disappointed because I'm not so much of a predator as what they thought. Oh.
And if only they would see those 179 pages.
If what?
If only they would see those 179 pages that we're missing.
Yeah, well, 149, not 179.
Oh, 149.
Okay, what I was going to tell you was I've gotten some information recently
Mm-hmm.
about some stuff that happened with this thing,
Okay.
and I've gotten it from basically right from the North of Philippines and people from Perverted Justice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm about to get more
Okay.
that they don't know about, and they cannot know about.
Okay, so you're getting information.
Yeah,
What is this supposed to...
you need. You're
Do I need to worry about my safety?
information. No, you don't have anything to worry about. The only thing you got to worry about is is me, because if they find out that I have information about things that they've said, and they've said in a way that they can't take it back because I have it printed out. If they find out that I have that information, there's only one person that it could come from.
Oh.
My lawyer was even working against me. And that's right from the mouth of Philippines.
Is this the guy that you said his name spelled pedophile a couple of days ago?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So...
If you move the letters around in his name, that's what it's spelled.
Okay, so what's the
spell
point
it correctly, but it spells it.
Okay, so, but what?
No, that's not the point. That's not the point of the whole thing. The point of the whole thing is I have things that he said printed out.
Okay.
That
Okay.
he has said,
like
and
quotes
there's
or
a
something?
perverted justice have said. Quotes, yes, definitely quotes.
Okay.
Oh, more than quotes.
That must have been the worst night of your life, because you went somewhere that you didn't want to go and you were saying things you didn't want to say. That's crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't me.
Yeah.
The whole time I was even down in Nashville, I just wanted me because I was just so fucked up because of stuff that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what makes me so mad? I don't know why they fucking chose me. I don't understand anything that has gone on. Possibly fucking choose me when they knew I didn't want to fucking go there to begin with.
Because you didn't say you didn't want to go there.
No, I don't know why people are getting obsessed with me. It doesn't make sense to me at all. It bothers me. Even though it's all turning around to good stuff, it's starting to turn around to good stuff now. It still bothers me. Why are people obsessed with me? I'm a fucking person, for Christ's sake. It's not something to be obsessed with.
You're not just a person. You said it yourself.
Show.
We're just like celebrities.
It's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
People say fucked up things about celebrities all the time. You know?
Okay,
Don't
be mad at this. I have asked Emma many times. I don't understand. I told her, I don't understand. I'm a regular fucking person. Why are these people getting so obsessed with me? I've asked her that so many times.
You're fascinating.
I told her. Well, I told her. I said it doesn't make sense. Don't be mad about Emma. You weren't even in the picture yet when I asked her this stuff.
You said that yourself that you're like a celebrity. You made it yourself.
But I don't.
You put yourself.
But I
out
shouldn't
there.
be.
Yeah, but you put yourself out
Yeah,
there.
but
You
I
have the
shouldn't.
Lorne reality show. Do you know how big reality TV is? It's huge.
No, it was a cooking show.
Did you ever get any calls for people who wanted to be on there, like guest stars?
No. Thank God, no.
Oh, you never
No,
did?
there's nobody know my number except for very few people.
Well, then you must have made a lot of money. I would say probably
I
over
haven't.
100,000.
You was what?
I would say like around 100,000, maybe, from your channel.
That I made? I made 250,000 views.
What about the stuff that you had on eBay?
Well, I never sold any of that stuff. That's why you were able to get the hat for free. Everybody wanted the hat. But it
You
was
were gonna
dirty.
sell me the hat?
You didn't want it. It was dirty, so you didn't want it, so you gave it back to Emma. You know how much that fucking hat's worth? Why didn't you
much?
fucking take that hat? I don't know, but there's people out there that'll pay some money for it.
Because it didn't smell
You
like
should
you.
have taken that hat.
It didn't smell
You
like
should
you.
have taken the hat.
It was dirty because I knew that she was wearing it.
But who cares? It was the hat that I wear in the show.
Yeah, but she
That's
was
what
wearing
people
it. It
wanted.
was ruined. I wanted to feel
it
your
wasn't
sweat.
ruined.
And if you had dandruff, I wanted to feel it sprinkling on my hair. I didn't want hers. That's disgusting.
Well, the point of the matter is, it was the hat that I wore in the show. And that's what people wanted. You could have sold that.
I have my own money. I don't
You
need
could have
to
sold
sell
that.
a hat. I wanted to have the hat so that I could wear it myself. So that I could feel you on top of me. Literally, because you'd be on top of my head.
Okay, well, I don't have your address, so I can't send you a hat that I've been wearing.
Which hat would you give me?
Which hat would you want? Because I really don't want hats that I didn't wear.
Do you have like one of those beanie type of hats, like a winter hat? Maybe with a
Like a
company
what
logo
hat?
on it or something. Like, you know, like a winter hat.
I
Do you have
do.
any of those?
Well,
See, I
that
don't
one's a
have any of
car.
those.
It's gonna burn in it. So you don't want that one.
A burn in it. Are
Uh,
you thinking too hard?
I don't want to give you a shitty hat. Oh
What
God.
Can you send me a used
I
condom
don't want to
then?
get rid of my hat. I have one hat that I would send to you. I just don't want to get rid of the damn thing.
Oh.
Oh, I have to get another one. What if I send you a t-shirt?
No. Send me a used condom.
I don't have any used condoms.
Well, you have to
Well,
just get one and use it.
Usually with it comes inside of it, right?
Of course, yeah. I want the cum that's inside of it, like a huge load. So if you have, make sure you don't jerk off for a while.
That would look real good if you ever got mad at me, and they could send that in for DNA to probation. Sure, that one.
I'm just gonna use it a couple of times. I'm just gonna dribble it on my face.
No, the cum that you get inside of you from me is going to be the cum that comes from inside of me right there.
I bet your cummy is so yummy and crunchy.
Yeah, sure is too. I bet yours is nice and juicy and sweet. That's really, I wish I could be fucking
Fucking
up
it?
right now.
Yeah, you want to suck it up. What if I had my
I definitely
period?
do. Well, I'd be sucking something else.
Like what? My ass?
I'm not a vampire.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
So then you'll suck on my ass then. I need you to suck on something.
Yes, after we clean it.
Okay, after we clean it.
I'll suck on everything you have. It's just I'm not a vampire. I'm not gonna suck blood.
Well,
That
what
doesn't mean that I
about...
can't. Doesn't mean that I can't tease your clit. I can tease your clit though. With my tongue, I can tease your clit a lot with my tongue. As long as I don't have to taste blood, I'm good.
Well, it's kind of in the area. Do you know how a period works?
Yeah, well, it's in the area, but it doesn't mean I can't get around it.
You're so smart. You know what?
Yeah, I know it.
Would you... Okay, so since I know that you'll at least eat me out halfway when I have my period, what about putting your hot dog in my cranberry taco at that time?
What about putting a what?
Your hot dog, your giant Italian sausage, into my
Will I
cranberry
fuck you while
taco.
you're on your period? Yes, I will. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good to know.
I will fuck you at any time you want me to, as long as I don't have to taste blood.
Okay.
I'm just gonna feel a little bit bad because you wind up having cramps when you're on your period, while you're on your period. So I'm gonna feel a little bit bad about it.
Well, usually when somebody has cramps, it doesn't affect their vagina.
Well, I know, but if I fuck you while you're on your period, it's gonna affect your cramps more.
Is it because you're going to be shoving your cock all up in my guts and pushing them?
That's what I'm saying. I just know the next day I don't want to be all uncomfortable the next day and hurt it.
I'll just have to walk a little bit different, probably.
Well, you're walking a lot differently first couple of days you're here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you probably won't leave you. You probably wind up leaving here both-legged. Yeah, you're gonna have some walking issues. Matter of fact, we might have to get a fucking wad of gauze.
Oh, wow. When we get married, though, can they be alone with you, or What is the situation for that?
Then, well, by the time that comes, I'll probably have my charges dropped already. I hope.
Yeah.
Fucking corrupt-ass fucking government.
Yeah, it was really corrupt what they did to you.
We know the depth of that.
Well, I mean, I'm getting to know it. I sort of know part of it.
Yeah.
You know, I know
Yeah.
what
You're
was
getting to
said
know a lot
when you were
more.
having this online conversation. I know what was said when you talked to the girl on the phone.
Yeah,
I know
those,
what pictures were sent, even though it wasn't like pictures. You were sitting there on a webcam so she could see it.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about the stuff that I did.
So you did do something.
Yeah, I showed my fucking dick on cam. Of course I'm upset about that.
Right. And that's why you have the charges.
The what?
That's why you have the charges. Everything that happened. I hope that your lawyer is able to help you. And I hope that people are going to get to see this situation for what it really is. I hope that really happens for you. For us, I should say. I'm just worried that you're going to be giving your money to lawyers to fix something that can't really be fixed because you have these pictures that are out there, these recordings that are out there, and the things that were said that are out there.
If it can't be fixed by the court, the justice court, then it's going to be fixed by the court of public opinion. If I don't get the ruling that I want in court, that I'm expecting in court, I'm going to bring it to ABC, to Fox, and to CBS. And they'll put the information that I have out on the media. And they'll let the court of public opinion decide on it.
But how are they going to see the things that actually did happen?
Because
The
I've
things that
got
are
some
bad.
in-depth shit.
Yeah, but the things that are bad,
I have,
it's what I'm saying.
I have,
Lorne.
it doesn't matter. The shit that I have is in-depth.
Yeah, but I'm saying
It does
how
not
does that
matter.
negate the fact
Listen
that
to
you
me.
have this stuff out there?
The shit that I have is in-depth. Quite in-depth. About everything that went on. Everything
What
is
does that
fucking
even
printed
mean?
right out.
Okay.
It's printed out shit from perverted justice.
So they're saying that those pictures weren't you?
That perverted justice said. It doesn't matter if the pictures were me or not.
It does.
If shit doesn't happen right in trial, the whole thing is fucked up. If shit was fucked with, like my conversation, if anything was missing or changed, everything from the trial gets fucking thrown out. Just tampering with evidence. And that's what they did.
So what you're saying is when you were sent to prison,
And I've done more than
it
that,
never
too.
should have happened. Is that what you're saying? That nothing
Nothing
bad happened?
ever should have happened. They never should have started fucking trolling me, for one thing, which is what they did. Just because I said hello to every female in one room, that's when they started trolling me. They're preying upon me because I said hello to every female that was in one room. I've got a lot of information. And I'm going to bury these bitches. I'm going to bury them. I've got a lot of in-depth information about everything. The prosecutor, the judge, my lawyer, Philip Eden, what his fucking group did. I don't have small information. And I've got it right from the mouth of the fucking jackass himself. Pedophile. Hang up on me.
Hello?
Hi. You didn't hear anything I said?
No, I didn't.
I said all that stuff and you didn't hear anything.
No.
On purpose, right?
No, of course not. I thought that you just weren't talking. Because you were really upset before. Or I thought maybe you were taking your clothes off. Get a little bit more comfortable.
I've been talking.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Or should I say, well, yell at me, why don't you? Oh.
Okay, now I get a question for you.
What?
When are we going to get away from the stuff that I said in the chat? Why can't we get away from it now and not repeat anything from the chat? That's what That's what Tony and Wendy keep saying to me.
Well, then why is it okay for them to say it and then I get yelled at?
Because I'm trying to get them away from saying that. I want to get in depth on this shit. I want to know that you're not fucking wanting to keep talking about this shit just for some fucked up reason.
So you don't want to talk about the shit, but we're going to talk about it in depth.
I want to talk about this shit in depth so that we get each other straight. I don't want us based around this thing.
Well, Hubby's probably going to be here in about 20 minutes.
Okay, so hubby shows up and you have sex with him. I'm not really going to know about that either, am I?
When did I say that I was going to have sex with him?
You had another beer and
Is that what happens? Is that what happens when you have beer? You just go out? Oh, wait a minute. That did happen, actually.
So if hubby shows up, you have sex with him.
No.
How am I going to know?
Because I'm telling you that I'm not going to?
No, I just want to know I'm not going to be cheated on.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that I'm not going to do it. If you tell me not to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, but you told me you weren't having another beer either.
I don't remember saying that. Did I say that?
Actually, no, you didn't.
Okay.
I guess I can't hold that out.
Right.
Your alcohol drinking, your drinking has to stop. You drank 3 bottles of wine one night. Nobody should do that. It's obvious you're not happy there. Otherwise, you wouldn't drink 3 bottles of wine. The drinking every night is just, it's not good at all. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for your kids.
I'm so lucky to have you to tell me all this.
I don't want him around you.
I have children with him.
Yeah, well, he can drop the kids off and leave.
Oh, really? I'm never supposed to talk to him again?
Well, you don't have sex with thoughts of sex with him. So.
Okay, well, then don't go to Tony's house and don't hang out with Wendy and their daughter. Don't have Emma come out and visit you. Don't go to Walmart so all the women can stare at your ass. Don't go on YouTube whenever you get your computer back and start making videos again so that girls can comment to you. Don't do any of that stuff, okay?
I don't even know what girls say on there. I don't. Don't try to turn this around.
I'm not just turning stuff around. I'm just saying that the same thing applies to you.
And Wendy and her daughter, I'm not even one for one thing. Wendy's Tony's.
Well, I'm telling you that I don't have sex with my husband. I don't have sex with my husband. I don't know how many other times.
You asked me. You asked me tonight. You asked me tonight if it was considered cheating if you had sex with your husband.
It's just a question.
You and I are together right now. If you have sex with anybody other than me, it's considered cheating.
Okay. So you answered the question.
Well, you're 29 now. Why did you not know that?
You answered the question. You answered the question. Some people don't care.
I'm far from some people. Obviously, I have a lot of scruples.
You have a lot of screwballs?
Scruples.
Oh, okay.
I'm honest. I'm honest and I'm loyal to whom I'm with.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry for screaming at you, but this crap is upsetting.
We can get loud when we're fucking, but outside of that,
I am going to end this as well. Thank you guys for hanging out while I just wanted to go all out and just paint and listen to some Lorne. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for brunch. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I don't know what to say, but ooh, it's late. It's late. Night, honeys.
Sure.